Земля, бо знову й королевство, королеву стала я. А ветер стонет и на сердце ураган. Mi biego zerżat, no ja nie smolga. Не открывать honey secret, bus хорошее, девос девесье. Alright, hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I am coming at you today with a Veve me. I'm gonna do Earth 2 update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. I'm going to go and make that a little bit brighter for y'all so you can see Dashi in all of Dashi's glory. This has been a crazy day. So, Recur, one of our, I don't want to say competitors, one of the other NFT projects out there has partnered with Polygon Studios, which has also partnered with Earth 2. So they're trying. Polygon Studios is trying their very best, like to be like no one ever was. Now again, Earth 2 and Recur and everyone else, Polygon, Fusion Ha, they don't have the licenses that Veve does. That being said, there is a lot of speculation on which could moon first and which could moon harder. Is it going to be, Earth 2 is going to be Omi. I've done a couple of live streams and videos on this already. But that's just kind of a recap on the last couple of days, including this morning when we found that out. I thought that was pretty interesting. I still currently do not have any Matic, the Polygon. I don't have any, Recur NFTs, or I didn't get that pass. Money's still in just Omi, Veve Digital Collectibles, Earth 2, Tiles, and Essence. For Earth 2 as well. Now, we have a couple of things going on today. We had Reese being interviewed by Women X Veve. They made a new channel, so Wendy kind of has like her own channel with the voices of Veve and pretty much everything else. And then they have a Women X Veve kind of formed their own newer channel. So that's who was there today. I think it was Claire, and I forget right now. Let's just go to the tape. Let's just go to the Orange Bag Lady was there too. Okay. This screenshot where Alex is saying, Reese, you can say we have another anime adjacent drop this weekend. Giving those eyes. And there was nothing that was anime adjacent. It doesn't have to be Dragon Ball Z. It doesn't have to be, Fruits Basket or Sailor Moon or Pokemon. Oh my God, Lisa H, hi, I love you. Hi. Thank you so much for the super chat. Meow, 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 meow. Hearts back at you. It doesn't have to be that. Like, it could be something that is not a fighting anime. It could be, by all means, it could be like the bloodiest thing. It could be Attack on Titan. It could be something that is just absolutely murderous and not for kids. Would they do that right now? I don't know. I mean, they already have a drug using frog, and they have Death, which is supposed to have a syringe, but the syringe was taken out. But it could be something like Miyazaki is coming back for one more movie. And I know he's done this like 30 different times. So I'm into retirement. Like Michael Jordan, like I'm going to go play baseball, hide his gambling addiction. And then he was gonna, then the Looney Tunes brought him back, and then he retired for real, kind of. Then he went back for one more series with the Wizards, and then he really did retire. So Miyazaki, that is, I don't say the godfather of certain styles, but is very, very good. Oh yes, I know the market is open. I will get there. There's so much to cover. So the speculation for the anime, it could very well be a Studio Ghibli. It could be My Neighbor Totoro. It could be one of those Miyazaki films, which I think would be really cool. That is something where a couple of my friends even like that aren't really into anime. They like that because they like the visuals, they like the story, they like that. If they're not really into like the fighting or the deep, stuff like that. The market's been open for about 20 minutes, give or take. I didn't add that to the title. One, there's only 60 characters I can add in the title. One of the other things that Reese had mentioned on the Women X Veve stream was that he said, oh, by the way, the drops this year, this holiday season, are going to be festive. There's a couple of ways to go and talk about this. Now, festive, the first thing one of the first things I'm thinking of. I actually can't remember which one was first, but I'm gonna go with let's go with David Yu here, and David Yu has given us two memes as lawmakers are working on banning bots ahead of Christmas and introducing hashtag Stopping Grinch Bots Act, SGBA. Oh, what could that mean? Stopping Grinch Bots Act. That could mean something else. But anyway, he posted a meme with the Grinch. So it could be a Grinch, it could be a whole Dr. Seuss partnership. He also posted again, green and salty, just like my nuts. The pistachio one. So, which is again, Grinch. If anything, whether it's Dumbledore, whether it's Adam Balin, whether it's David Yu, nothing is just anything if it comes from David Yu. Who's kind of like the Tom Holland of, a Comey, where it just likes to spoil things sometimes. And I would say that, yeah, bots will be on special if it banned, says David. So when it says festive, Christmas, festive, holiday, I'm thinking Grinch. I'm thinking Max the Dog. I'm thinking Grinch. I'm thinking of Wendy, Lou, or whatever their names are. I haven't actually seen that movie in 15, 20 years. I don't know. Maybe one of the girls I dated wanted to watch it at some point. I'm to be honest, unless it's like Die Hard, I'm really not a fan of Christmas movies. I am a Scrooge, although I do like the Muppets Christmas Carol. That one is really good. But the other thing I was thinking of, and I think I put it in the title, well, what else is around Christmas? What else is festive? Well, I mean, we already just had Hanukkah. So maybe we could have had it Adam Sandler's like 8 Crazy Nights type of deal. Like, that'd be really fun. Like, that old guy that gets smacked in the head with the ball. Like, oh my god, he's dead. That was a great scene. So it could be something like that. Adam Sandler's Jewish, so we could have those. That could be one of our first music NFTs. It'd be him singing the Hanukkah songs. Although, I think those are a little too inappropriate for kids, but I digress. Could have something like that, or Festivus. What? Festive? Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us. We could have a poll. We could have just a poll like that. It's the Festivus poll, the airing of grievances, and that is always on December 23rd, which I don't even know what date that is to this day. That date is a Thursday. So the airing of that's going to be great. I can't wait to see Twitter Spaces on that day. But that's another thing. Imagine getting the Seinfeld characters: Jerry, Elaine, George, Kramer, Newman as a secret. I would love Newman in his like postal worker outfit as a secret rare. Jerry, that would be one of the greatest things. So yeah, there's a couple things that we could have. Let's go further into this, and let's go and take a look at what did I even have for this title. Let's take a look. See. Oh no, I can't even see it. I can't even see it on that. I am going to go to Twitter and take a look at what I had posted as well, because apparently I can't see it on my YouTube, which is fine. Oh, I got 5,000 followers on Twitter, by the way. Thank you all for the follows. If the rest of you that aren't following me could follow me, that'd be pretty great. So the car deal. Okay, I will get to the marketplace in a bit, but I do just want to read over this car deal, which apparently is one of the biggest. Apparently, it's one of the biggest car manufacturers in all of Europe. They're all in France. They're all everywhere. Veve is pleased to announce a new partnership with renowned French automobile brand Citroën. No idea how to pronounce it. To bring the company's first line of concept car NFTs to digital collectors. Since 1919, so this is a 100-year-old brand, Citroën has created automobiles, technologies, and mobility solutions to respond to evolutions in society. With a wide range of vehicle types, this pioneer brand is present in 101 countries with a network of 6,200 points of sale and services around the world. So an average of about 61, 62 points of sale in each country. Veve is tapping into another massive industry by partnering with Citroën, a brand whose innovative technology has become part of their reputation. It's great to see Veve helping to continue Citroën's history of innovation by introducing their first line of NFT concept cars, says Dan Crothers, co-founder of Veve. The Citroën release will feature concept cars, NFTs of different rarities, available exclusively on the Veve app. Now, Bruno Gisquet, VP of Content and Digital at Citroën, has to say, quote, "We're very excited about our partnership with Veve. This project showcases audacity and innovation, both of which are embodied by Citroën. We like to think outside the box, and our latest product launches attest to this. This is just the beginning. We're confident that this partnership will lead to ambitious new projects in the near future." End quote. Now, they have created automobiles, technologies, and mobility solutions to respond to evolution of society. I feel like I already read that. So with that, I believe after doing some very light research, and people saying that they're everywhere, and I'm not trying to poop on this company. If they are truly innovative, they will survive the decade. I've said many times that most of these car companies that exist today will either have to merge, like they will have to fusion with other ones, or they will just go out of business because of the disruption that Tesla is doing. Now, we could have one of two things. Either this company, merges, or it survives by itself, in which case, hey, cool, we have one of the car companies that survived the 2020s. They survived the decade going from, going from people driving cars to people not driving cars because of full self-driving. Or we can get these NFTs of this 100-year-old company. They can go out of business, and we have the only NFTs available. There's going to be at some point where a lot of these cars are just not going to be on the road anymore. A lot of those cars just won't be. And then what happens? Well, we have the only NFTs of them. We're probably going to be sure to go up. Either way, I have the Ecto ones. I have the DeLoreans. I didn't know about these cars. They look cool. They look great. I'm going to get them just because of that. Like this one, Fast and Furious. I really do hope they come with the Fast and Furious ones before this, but even if they don't, that's okay. I will probably collect all the cars. Am I like this crazy car person? No. Do I like Tesla? Yeah. Do I know how to fix cars? Absolutely not. But I played Midnight Club and Midnight Club 2 and Need for Speed and Need for Speed Underground. So a Cruising Exotica at the bowling alley. So yeah, I like cars. I like that they go vroom vroom. I like that they go fast. I like that you can do stuff with cars, just can't do with other stuff. So yeah, I think that's a very good partnership. Apparently, again, these are the only cars that they have in Europe. Like these are some of the biggest ones. Outside of that, we do have NFT buyer drops $1.23 million on digital land next to Snoop Dogg's virtual mansion. Why does this matter? Again, seen this in Earth 2. I've seen this in other places as well, whether it's Sandbox, Decentraland, whatever. But this is another reason why location will matter in the Veveverse. Whether you're a surgeon, whether you're an archer, whatever it is, location is going to be your best friend when buying land in the Veveverse. Sorry, my hair is all crazy. I've had it in a bun, or I've had it in a pony for a long time now. I've gone on for about 13 minutes. What else am I looking at here? Car deal, Xmas drop, and okay, the marketplace. We'll go to the marketplace real quick. I did get an uncommon this morning, so I'm not 100% sure. Taps, my bae. I was just watching you. So we're looking at the marketplace now. I did get an uncommon. I was also talking to Wendy before. She's like, asked, "Are you gonna buy anything?" And I was like, "Well, I always buy the commons regardless of what I get. So I'll take a look at these comics and let's see what they're going for." Well, they're going for $20 right now. I'll wait. The uncommons are going for $31. Like I said, I'll wait on these. $6.80 for the secret rare. Tomorrow's comics is probably going to be the ones that a lot of people are going to want to get. Just because those are the ones that, if you look at Sleeping Comics or you look at, Comics and Crypto, they're the ones that are really advocating for tomorrow's. That's like one of the best ones, first appearance of Doc Ock and that type of deal. Oh, hang on. Actually, Veve just tweeted out the whole interview between Taps and Dan Chabel and Taps Trades. Again, shout out to that. That was a great 2-hour interview, 2.5 hours, something like that. Super fantastic. Love those guys. And let's get to comments here. I've been babbling on for 14 minutes. Sorry about that. Ryan Merrick says, "Hello, sir." Well, hello, Ryan. It's been a while. How you doing? Mariano Lopez says, "Let's go, Veve." Creeperi Banana says, "Let's go." What's up, Bertha Jerk? How's it going? Lisa H, good evening. Keith Jones says, "Market is open. Stop what you're doing." Yeah, no, I know. I'm also really curious to see. So that's another thing that a bunch of people had asked about in the Excuse me. Oh, I did also say OMI utility as well. So I'll get to that also. Some of the things that people were asking, which wasn't asked officially in the Reese interview with XVV, but it kind of didn't. They kind of answered it without answering it. It was saying, "Hey, are you taking the chance? Are you taking the opportunity during this, market shutdown to be able to mint some of our NFTs?" And they didn't really answer it, but they did say that this wasn't a thing that they cooked up themselves. This was a a technology-wide issue where some people couldn't play their Amazon playlist on Alexa or Echo, whatever. Some people's Disney Pluses weren't working. So there was a bunch of different things that were going on that were also not including Veve, but that was including the AWS system that was down. Now, unofficially, did they take this time to be like, hey, let's take this time to mint some stuff on the Ethereum blockchain? Probably. They probably do that. I would like to think they do a little bit of that on each time the market is down. And I really hope they took the time to do that today. Like, this would be the perfect excuse. I hope that they don't have to go through all of phase 2 before they do that. I really hope that it's like they can do that as needed. Because if they have to go through that, and they have to do that all the, little bit by little bit, then today would be good. But I feel like that's really a waste of a lot of every time they have a drop where the market is down for an hour and they're not, minting that. I feel like that would be a waste. So I don't know. They didn't say. If I ever get them on my stream, I will totally ask the hard-hitting. Honestly, there's probably a bunch of questions that I probably shouldn't ask as well. But will I ask? Of course I will. Why? Because you guys deserve it. You guys deserve to know what's going on the up and up. Speaking of the up and up, I'm going to go and get my likes up by going and clicking that like button. That'd be great if everybody else could do that as well. The OMI utility. So Reese had also said, he was asked about, hydration, about immutable and OMI and all that. And he had just said basically that something that he really wants to, that'll give OMI a lot of utility that I wasn't even thinking about before. I was just thinking like, hey, people that like me or other people that just have a lot of crypto or a lot of whatever, they're going to be able to buy NFTs for OMI, which is fine. That we all expected. But I wasn't also expecting like, well, if you have money, you could just put money in there. And is it annoying? Yes. Is it doable? Yes. But I've loaded a couple thousand gems on there at one point. It took a little while to do, but I've done that. But I guess for Apple, or depending on your account, it won't let you. It'll only let you put on a certain amount per day. And if you want to put on like 30,000 and it won't let you, that's really annoying. So I wasn't thinking of that. I also wasn't thinking that apparently at some point, he didn't explain how, but I guess we don't need to know the mechanics of it, but he said it will happen, that we're going to be able to put in gems. And if somebody only wants to sell their thing for OMI, there'll be a little thing on the site that says like, oh, hey, sell in OMI. And what it's going to do, it's going to take your gems or take your dollars, convert it into OMI so that you could buy it. I thought that was really cool. I don't know how exactly that's going to work. Maybe they'll be their own exchange. Maybe they'll be like, oh yeah, you could take your stuff and so maybe again, I don't think that'll come from the reserve wallet. I think that will come from the circulating supply. I think part of the buybacks that they're doing that'll top off their reserve wallet and like what have you. But I also think they'll be buying OMI themselves to go and like, hey, here's this new fund that we have here. So anybody that doesn't use their own OMI, they could use their gems, they can use their dollars. And if somebody wants to sell something for OMI and people using their dollars to buy it, they don't have to convert that to OMI if they don't have any, or if they don't want to sell any of their OMI or use it. They could use their dollars. That goes into wherever, and money comes out not from the reserve wallet, but from their new wallet that comes from the circulating supply, which will also decrease. So that's really cool. I really, really, really like that. I really would like it if there was no option to buy in gems anymore. I mean, of course, there's always going to be gems in there because people have them, so they're always going to have that option. But I think that will come less and less and less. And also, again, on Polygon, on Matic, again, going to the Ethereum blockchain is the Shane with Polygon Studios, with Earth 2. And I've gone over this before. I guarantee you that Shane and all the Earth 2 team are able to take crypto for those tiles, for new land, for essence, and I'm really going to advocate on their next day. I might even just shoot them a message. Just like, hey, you should really take Omi for this. Now, I know I'm going to come off as, like, oh yeah, I just want to help your own investment. Damn right I do. But also, because, you know, they, I think I have a lot of Omi. I'll go and, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Sorry, moving on here. Drew Paris says, howdy, no matter what guitar says, WTF, market is closed. It was closed, but it's not anymore. Guitar says, I'm gonna be madman soon. I'm gonna be madman. So, I hopefully now the market is open. You are better. Justin says, market open for me. Darnell Smith says, let's go. Energy, how's it going? Brandon Z says, market been up all day for OGs. TBRZ says, we need all the anime to fall into Veve hands. We got the Jordan of anime, DBZ. Dude, if the first one, again, do you want to lead with your best? Well, in bowling, let's say the teams, like, you usually have your best bowler come last. You lead off with someone very, very strong, and then go to someone that, you know, again, if it's a 4-on-4 match, you lead off with someone very, very strong, like your second best bowler. You lead with your worst out of the 4. Then you lead with someone that's better, and then you lead with your best. Then the next one's your anchor. That's number 4. Well, what did they do with this? They started off with something that's really, really good. They started off with DC. That wasn't their best, but damn it, if that wasn't a really strong property, if that wasn't a really strong IP to be able to go and lead with, it wasn't exactly best foot forward, but my God, that was... So they lead off with that, and then what else do they do? Well, they get, you know, some other things. They get Cartoon Network, they get Adventure Time, you know, Powerpuff Girls, which is really cool. They get Kripkins, they get a whole bunch of other stuff for Season 1. But again, sprinkling DC in there as well. And then what do they do in Season 2? Well, they give out some Marvel. I think, well, the Marvel comics especially, it's actually not their best. DC comics, like the Superman lifting the car, that's actually more expensive than any Spider-Man or any other Marvel comic. So yeah, DC is probably going to go, those comics I think we'll have at some point. And outside of that, you also have Disney that came in. Disney just absolutely blew everyone away. And well, what do you have? What could be better than that? Again, in anime, you have a bunch of things that you could lead off. Probably, I would say lead off with My Hero Academia, just because that's like one of the most popular animes right now. You know, I would say then go with like maybe a Sword Art Online. Go with some of your weaker ones that like maybe like Fairy Tail, Dead Man Wonderland, Death Note, the ones that are still amazingly popular, but they're not like mainstream. You know, they're not like Pokemon, they're not like Dragon Ball Z. Attack on Titan is so bloody and that's so adult. But again, I think the anchor would be Dragon Ball Z. Like the anchor. Okay, right now, let's say if we do, you know, DC, you know, the rest, you know, with Marvel, and then they have Disney. You know, that's their third. Who's their anchor? Probably going to be Pokemon. Probably going to be Nintendo. If they're going to do an anime the same way that they do this, they're probably going to start off with something that's really popular right now. They're going to have some, you know, a bunch of the stuff in the middle, their weaker stuff, and then their anchor would probably be Dragon Ball Z. We might have to wait a while, but yeah, even though One Piece I think has technically made more money, and is actually the longest running, I don't know. Everybody loves Dragon Ball Z, like at least even in the mainstream people that aren't weebs, they still like Dragon Ball Z. One Piece, I feel like not everybody likes. I mean, it's just so long. It's so like, you know, whatever. And again, I know I missed a bunch of those over there. So let me go and before I get to that. Speaking of, I don't even know if I have it over here. I don't. But for those of you that don't know, I'm going to go on like a few minute detour just to explain how ridiculous this is. So, let me go and let me say that Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, it's a remake of the original Diamond, and there's only one way to get there's a couple ways to get Munchlax, but I like to get Munchlax early in the game. I like to get Pokemon that I have on my team early in the game. Munchlax evolves into Snorlax, it's a baby Pokemon, and you could take a Snorlax and you can breed it, but then like it's behind by so much, you have to catch it up on levels. I'd rather just catch a Munchlax in the wild. How do you catch a Munchlax in the wild in this game? Well, they don't appear in any wild grass or caves or anything. They only appear on honey trees. And honey trees there's 21 of them in the game. You slather some honey on them, and then you have to wait about 6 hours. After 6 hours, you can go back to the trees, and then a Pokemon will appear there. Most likely. There's about a 10% chance that a Pokemon does not appear on that tree. And again, there are 21 trees in the game, and you don't know which one Munchlax is going to be on. And I say this because not like, oh, well, can't you just look it up online? No, it is randomized at the beginning of every single playthrough. And you want to know the encounter rate of this Munchlax? Like, when there is a Pokemon on there at all, because 10% of the time there's not, it is a 1% encounter rate. Let me repeat that. Not only are there 21 trees in the game, only 4 of which have Munchlax, but you have to put honey on it, wait 6 hours in real time. You can't just put the clock around. There's no way around that. The in-game clock does not... you have to wait 6 real hours for that. And then, only then, do you realize, oh, hey, you don't even know the trees that you put on, the honey on, even have Munchlax, because it's a 1% encounter rate. That's just rude. Like, why on earth do they do that to children? Won't anybody think about the children? Sorry, I just had to get that off my... my God. Okay, moving on here. Mass Murder says, let's go. Lynn X says, got ultra rare on the drop today. Get that bread, Lynn X. Get it. Squid Cat says, Dan Chavez just paid you a very high compliment on Tap Stream, all of which I agree. So, not only did I watch all of the Women X Veve interview with Reese, but I also watched the entire Taps and Dan Chavez interview because, one, I love them. Those guys are just absolute powerhouses. But I also had the when he gave me the shout out, and I super chatted Bay, and then everyone started commenting Randy is legend, and Randy hardcore, Randy cousin Randy, Randy Rockstar, Randy the man, the legend, Randy. We love you, Randy. First inning, Randy Fire. Someone called me Wandy. Randy is VV Jesus, the man of the people. I had to take screenshots of all this because I was like, oh, my heart. Everybody wants that Randy candy. Randy Perfect Storm means Storm will finally pump. Yeah, I had to take screenshots of all this. Randy will eclipse Pro the Doge. Dan Lee says Taps is the father, Randy is the son, and Reese is the Holy Spirit. People saying that Randy's so likable. Somebody else said something along the lines of like the reason why Randy's deals works out so well is because the LSD makes him see into the future. And fair point, it might. Non-fungible, wonderful, Wendy, Jonathan, Aaron, everyone just give me shout outs. Like I just, yeah, shout out to all of them, to all of y'all. You guys are. So you guys had 2 other things to watch today, and I still have 95 people here watching me. So that I thought was pretty cool. That I thought was pretty epic. I definitely need to really say I don't know if I tell you guys that I appreciate it all that much, but I do. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now that I've babbled on for 28 minutes, I'm finally getting to the comments of when I just started. Eric Electric says, "Yo." Wubba says, Randy. Meow, meow, meow. So, what's the anime adjacent drop this weekend? We're not 100% sure. I did go over that a little bit before, so hopefully you heard that because you were here in the beginning. Plutonium says, hey, Randy and Dashy. Super Duper Hank says, what's up, Randy? Let's go! Ouch, I hit my finger. What? I had this one friend. We'd play Worms together. If anyone knows what Worms were, the original Worms, you get like these little 4 worms. They're all identical. Worms 2, you had ones that were like tanks, ones that were scouts, ones that were whatever. But these, you get these 4 worms, and each map is randomly generated, where there's like a block of cheese, and there's there's different things in the way, and you have like Uzis, you have rocket launchers, you have like heat-seeking missiles, you have holy hand grenades. It's a really fun game. But anyway, the point of that was just saying that there's this the Xbox messages where you could send other people messages if you have their gamer tag and on their friends list or whatever. And somebody had messaged my friend John, who was we would always play Worms. I'd go over his place and we'd play Worms. And it's like, hey, read this message. Dear John, I'm unable to play Worms with you the next few days because I have badly burned my thumb pouring soup and I can't hit any of the buttons. I was like, oh, that was really fun. So I don't know if you hurt your finger that way, or if it was another way. Super duper Hank, but I hope you heal. Gary O says, second stream in a row. Hi, I'm Gary, and I have an addiction. I think we all have addictions. And some are okay. Some are like, whatever. But some others are not okay. It is time already for my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. Let's take a look at what we have here. Zakroy zechuf zana zamok, nochedna vся, опусти и забудь, что прошло за не вернуть, опусти и забудь, не уведен указе путь, не боюсь. I've totally messed up those lyrics, but I am continuing to sing Let It Go, or Apusti. This is what I don't understand. So, the song is Let It Go, and the lyrics are Let It Go, can't hold it back, like that song. But in the Russian version, Atpusti would mean like Let It Go. So the lyric should be Atpusti, but it's not. It's Apusti, Izabud, and I don't understand it. Can any native Russian speaker let me know I don't understand that translation? Tour de Lance says, I've watched 5 hours of Veve content today. Ready for more. Get this bread. Rafael Garcia says, at Brendan Z, take a day off. Oh, was he even here? I don't even think I saw him. Okay, well, yeah. SR Lee JB says, watched every interview today, but can't get enough. Randy. Oh, well, it says, to be honest, I was hoping Veve picked Polygon, but it is what it is. I mean, I know the gas fees for Polygon are still next to nothing, but likes are zero, and either way, when you have the same platform as TikTok and Tommy Balu and a bunch of others, you're probably doing okay. You're probably in the right hands. Oh god, hiccups. Lord of the Realm says, hey Randy and Dashy, great day for Veve today. It is. I also don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream for. Bless me. It's because I didn't get enough food before after the gym, and I had an MRE and I had some refried beans, and I couldn't even finish them because I felt myself getting heartburn while I was eating them. I'm still hungry, and that's just what I had. So yeah, I did. So I ate all the food, and then yeah, moving on. And Chronic, give me a cat. Meow meow. Hooked Outdoors says, did the recur pass happen already? Dang, was going to see what they had. It did happen, I think, some point last week. Crypto Boy says, why is the market still closed? It was closed, but it's not anymore. Justin says, you scared me for a second with the recur license. Their NFTs are still JPEGs, though. Are they all JPEGs? Or is that just going to be some are going to be like this, some are going to be like this? Yeah, if they're just pictures, they're just JPEGs, I'm probably not going to get any of them. You see, that's the thing. You ever see that Wonder Woman NFT, the one where she's on a floppy disk? Without Veve Collectibles, without the Veve app, that would have been really cool. It's oh, hey, they take something that's really old, like the original comics that she's in, and they put it on something that's not as old, and they put it, and it's really cool. They put it on a floppy disk, but that's also an NFT, so it's layers. It's am I Shrek and am I an onion? Because it has layers. So it's, that was really cool, but compared to the NFTs and digital collectibles that we have, I mean, it's still, I can still respect it for what it is, but again, without Veve, I would be buying these things on recurrent. Hello Kitty, but now it's why would you settle for Robin when you have Batman? Why would you? I don't know. Amazon servers were down. Oh, all right. So Chronic giving us the DL. Jesus Christ says, when market? Well, market should be open right now. Lisa H, we got that $5 super chat saying that she hearts me. I heart you too, Lisa H. Lucky D says bleach. Chronic says market is open. Maxwell Cook says, market is open at Crypto Boy at least 15 minutes now. I think it's about 20 minutes by that time. Crypto Boy says, thank you. Maxwell Cook, give me that 100%. Wubba Wubba says, Reese said they would like to have localization first before introducing anime vertical. This weekend's drop is probably not real anime. Maybe cartoons, Spider-Verse related? That's the other thing. They will have it next year. Like, it's not a question of like, oh, will they? No, they will have it next year. But again, when I say localization, they want things translated. They did say the other day that they were going to have more things translated. Oh, also, I forgot my Jeremy Padua notes. That was the other thing that I wanted to go over. That it's been like a week now or something, and I haven't been able to. All right, so that was the okay. They did the Club Penguin. I did the Shadowless. Talking about Logan Paul. All right, so Taps asked the question: do NFTs pose? Oh, yeah, Jeremy Padua. Do NFTs pose a threat to Jeremy's business? And he says, "quote: I think they have a lot of value. If I was Coca-Cola and you want to collect physical items, maybe continuity each year, NFTs maybe take from that a little bit. Maybe no more tickets, like no more actual movie tickets, no more whatever, because they'll be NFTs. But NFTs can be helpful." End quote. So basically, he's not worried. Basically, he hasn't seen an impact in his business. If anything, people like Dan Chabel, who look at his background on Taps's interview with him, it's all physical collectibles that are back there. Did he have any of those before Veve? No, he only got in August. So I could understand people like, well, if you can't beat them, join them that are here for like months or years. No, like he's been in a couple of months and he's already like, I need these. I like it's so yeah. And again, that Bane one, oh, I love that Bane. I don't know if any of y'all have been in going on to a Comic-Con. I don't even know where I can find this one. Probably 2019 was the last one I was at. Well, I guess Designer Con, I don't know if that really counts, but there was a couple of ones where I was like, oh, hey, this looks really good. I hope it was 2019. Okay, here's October. Oh, I just passed through all of November. All right, I'm mid-October now. I'll find it, and I will show you how amazing it was. So I want to be on Dan's wall. Like, I want to be Bane. Like, I was before. I'm Bane. I'm not Pickle Rick. So if I can get back there again, I will totally do it. And I will totally be like, hey, Dan, I'm on your wall. I am one of your physical collectibles. That'd be fantastic. Are you... No. Okay, what else we got here? We got... Oh, so also, Jeremy Padua, if you're somebody that's just looking at a random clip, or like a sentence or two of his, you might think that, what is this guy talking about? Like, he's not really addressing the question. No, he is. Remember when Piccolo is fighting Android 17 and he's blasting all these energy balls at him, like, trying to hit him, but he's like missing each one. And Android 17 is like, it's like you're not even trying. It's like you're not even trying. I'm dodging these with ease. And then suddenly 17's like, wait, what's this light behind me? And all of the shots that didn't seem like they were even close to hitting him, they're surrounding him. And suddenly, I wasn't expecting an energy surround attack, and whoosh, blows up in his face. Jeremy Padua seems to speak in like a symphony almost. Like, hey, I'm gonna talk about this, and then he's gonna want to talk about this. Then he's gonna talk about this, and this, and this, and then if you're not paying attention, you'd be like, what do these things have to do with each other? But then he he brings it all together, and it's like, oh, that's what he was doing. There's a reason why his toy company is the 6th largest in the world. There's a reason why I'm pretty sure he's worth minimum 9 figures, if not 10. I'm pretty sure and if not, he'll get to be $1 billion at some point. Easy. If he's not already. He'll get that next year, guaranteed. So it says, okay, it says, quote, old hobbies die hard. Digital collectibles have actually gotten more people into physical collectibles than have taken away from them, end quote. And again, I myself have seen that with Animal Crossing. I don't know why I chose Animal Crossing with that, but yeah, I guess so, because they have the video game and they go get the Tom Nook and all these raccoon different stuffed animals. My ex was just notorious for that, just getting everything Animal Crossing, and it was fine. So, quote, Comic-Con will be more badass as time goes on. I wish all become about It will all become about shared interests, end quote. And again, if you think that Veve's not going to be at Comic-Con, sadly mistaken. We've got Candle Gaming. I can't read my own handwriting. Crypto gaming has been an extraordinary poll. In general, gaming has been an extraordinary poll of financial resources for ages 8 and up. None of my businesses had been from physical stuff in the world. It was really interesting. Physical and digital pairing. It does get tricky because one will ship in about 2 hours, what's the digital collectibles, where the other will ship in, a couple of days or sometimes weeks. Farley? Jeremy interested in Akomi. Oh, early. He was interested in this very, very early. He likes the something of service. So toy sales each year about $80 to $90 billion market value, and the growth is very slow for physical toy sales, and the growth curve. There's a lot of competition as well. Like not everybody's sharing. It's a battle for market share. But he says that with the mobile space, space back in the day had between 1% and 300% per year, and everybody was sharing with each other. And now he finds the same thing with this. He finds the same thing with digital collectibles. Everyone's kind of sharing ideas with each other, and it's more of a, I don't know how to say it. It's more of a close, tight-knit group, and something that Ian Waller had said to me, the Power of Ideas guy, that he had been on my podcast, I've been on his. He said that back in the day when he was rapping, and all these guys that were rapping together, they were saying like, hey, we're all going to make it, we're all in this together. But then there were, some people were, as of course, getting bigger than others. And some people were falling into disuse, or falling into like, hey, you know what, maybe I'm not as relevant anymore. And I can see that happening already. Like next year, Taps will have 100,000 subscribers. Wendy will have like 10,000. There's going to be a bunch of people that are going to have minimum 10,000, 20, 50,000 subscribers, and I don't know if I'm going to be one of them. I would have to say, and Dan and Taps were talking about this as well, where we could all decide that we're all out. We could all decide, Dan, Taps, Jeremiah, Arya, and Peter Chang would all decide that, hey, we're not into this anymore, we're cashing out, we're done, we're not buying any more digital collectibles, cash out our OMI, and this whole company would still grow at an insane rate. It'd be fine. But he also did say that, listen, at the end of the day, a rising tide raises all ships. As Taps and Dan Lee and Poor Man Printing and everybody else grows, Mark Hunt has literally got I think he was the quickest I've seen to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in this space. And well, what happened? He just has amazing info and amazing insight, and he's not even on my fridge. We got Star Helix and Kyle Willson that are on the fridge for YouTube, and then at Not Star Helix, at Hey David Don, and at EQ_crypto that are on Twitter. But basically, if people that give out good content grow, as again, there's how many people of us have been here for 5+ months? I mean, out of these 117, maybe more than half of you, maybe 80 of you, there's probably going to be a couple of people here that have only been here a month and a half maybe, and we are outnumbered by new people. Old school people that have been here since March, April, and before are outnumbered by the new people that got here, from August to now, September to now, and that will continue. So what should you do? I mean, you should probably have. I think I kind of break everything down on what they mean, on what, and it is a little bit more for the older crowd. I don't mean older like 50 and above crowd. I mean the crowd as far as people that have been here a while. Where Taps, I feel like, does a lot of stuff with newer people. So again, as long as the people that are growing are giving out good content and they are not lying, then I don't care if my subscribers go to 0. As long as those people are giving out good content, that's gonna be good for the hobby. It's gonna be good for my investment. And honestly, part of me kind of does like, that'd be a nice way to exit. Hey guys, my subscribership is going down. I'm gonna bounce. Jeremy is in awe at the level of burn of OMI. saying that the amounts that we're burning is insane. And I'll say this once more. I've said this multiple times. We're burning at about 1% of the reserve wallet per month. And if you're doing that, next year, when we have 10 times the amount of people and, 3 times as many drops each week, well, either we're going to be burning 10x the amount, we're going to be burning 10% of the reserve wallet each month, which is ludicrous, or the price of Omi is going to go up. What is most likely to happen? Digital comics. All right, Jeremy Padawar took. All right, so here's another thing that I took away from him, which if I had the ability to do, I'd do. Jeremy Padawar took out student loans to pay for domain names. I'll repeat that again. Jeremy Padawar was in school, took out student loans, and did not use them for school. He used that to buy domain names. And one of the things that what was it? Was it Bold? No, it was act.com. He bought act.com for $1,000, and that very next year sold it for $500,000. And this was in the 90s. So, yeah, this was a brilliant move. What are we doing now? A lot of people are putting in $1,000, and when this 100x's at some point, they'll have, if they put in $1,000, then I have $100,000. If they put $400,000, $500,000 in, like I have, well, it's going to be worth a lot of money when this 100x's. So, I don't want to. And he even said, "Don't do this," but fortune favors the bold. Again, you can't lose money if you don't put any in. You're not going to lose, but you're not going to win anything either. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. I have not been wrong on these. Every single financial decision I have made, like big ones like this, I have not been wrong. Like, did I buy Storm at 1900? Now she's at like 925. Yeah, sure. Well, did I sell? No, so I didn't actually lose money on it. But you know what I mean. So I'm going to get back to comments here. Those are some Jeremy Padawar notes. Spider-Verse. Oh, yeah, so that's another thing. We have a Spider-Man movie coming out this month, and we also have another Spider-Verse movie coming out. I'm not sure when the date for that is, though, but it's always going to be Spider-Man content every year. London Lad says, Veve partners with Seotrin for first concept car NFTs. How's that going to work? I don't know. Maybe they'll be electrical, or maybe they'll be full self-driving. I don't know. 180AD says, hey, Randy, what do you think about Ubisoft's gaming NFTs? I haven't really looked into them, but Ubisoft's a big company, and I think if they're going to do that, they're probably going to do it right. At least I hope so. Justin says, Serial Killers is jacked up. Is that in, like, a good way, like their price, got jacked up, or in a bad way where, like, everyone sold? They're not in my... All right, so let's go to market. Let's go to collectibles. Now let's try to find these Serial Killers. All right, Captain Cornstarch. $86 for the uncommon. All right, it's interesting. Fat Tony. $89. Okay, all right, so the common is going for more than the uncommon. Well, we have seen that before. Probably a good idea to buy some of the commons. All right, the Yucky Charmer, the ultra rare, $296. Well, I'm glad I sold a little while ago. Now again, why did I sell? I didn't sell because I knew that the market was going to go down. I sold because on the off chance that we have Pokemon and we're going to get it soon, that's why I sold. The Christ, QHRIST, the rare. Let's see what that's at. 120. Oof, big oof. The Tricky, the Obese Bunny. Sold it for $3,400 and it's down to $2,200. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. All right, let me try one more here. If I can find it. No, I already did Fat Tony. All right, did the Yucky Charmer. All right, Honeybutt the Obese, $264. Not bad. All right, moving on. Oh, the next is Gingerbread from Shrek. That'd be amazing. Not my gumdrop buttons. I love the Gingerbread from Shrek. That's so good. Snoopy. Oh my God, the Peanuts. Oh, that'd be so great. Baby Snoopy, Woodstock. Like honestly, like that. Those are my favorite characters, Snoopy and Woodstock. Those are like the best. Peppermint Patty's really cool too. Sir, she's great. I love that Marcy always calls her Sir. Oh, Jack Skellington. Oh, Jack Skellington would be great. Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a lot of really good. Again, Die Hard. If there's another Christmas stuff, oh, fantastic. Walsh says 78 watching 20 likes. This was a while ago because it's 40 minutes behind. It's all good. I'll be here all night. John Robert Yellen says pronounce citron. Oh, okay, citron. All right, I can take that. I can pronounce that. Couldn't name a French car to save my life. Yeah, so apparently us Americans are a little uncultured about foreign cars. Fair point. The only cars I really know intimately are really Tesla. And I guess the car that don't make anything is Nikola. Like, heck that company to the moon. I knew it. John Robert Yellen says, French car company, we have them in the UK. The new ones are okay, but all the French cars suck, except for Peugeot. I really need to learn how to pronounce. I don't know any French. Lord of the Realm says, would love some Invincible NFTs. Omni-Man already has the red circle on his outfit, so it'd be a perfect addition. All right, that'd be pretty legit. I can dig it. Forrest Hunter said, Citroen was created in March 1913, so it's over 100 years old. The same year as the Federal Reserve. London Lad says, hope they mint a Citroen 2CV NFT. I don't know what that is, but I hope they do for you, man. DN809 says, I'm a car guy, so I need them all. John Robert Yellen says, at London Land, yeah, that'd be good. Taps Trade says, Randy, I know I'm getting this 37 minutes later, but I love you. Boris Hunter says, Citroen and Peugeot are the biggest car manufacturers in Europe. For now. That will last until Tesla gets in there. When? I don't know. They are working on Germany. They are going to Berlin. I don't know if they're done with that. Let me see the progress on that. Because they'll be the biggest car company until Tesla goes there. Giga Berlin completion date? When will Giga Berlin be ready? Oh, they're supposed to start this quarter. I don't know if they are or not. When will Tesla start Giga Berlin? Well, it's on track for a December opening. That was as of a few weeks ago. So, they will do a lot. They will do a lot. All right, moving on here. Joseph says the EPA will force the combustion engine's production down. Yes, they will. AJ says, have you talked about today's comic cover? The one that we got this morning or the one that we're getting tomorrow? Because the one that we got this morning, let's take a look-see. Let's go to the store. Let's go to the comics. Go to the Avengers. To be honest, I don't really know this character at all. I see Magneto walks the earth, that one, so I get that, but I don't really know anything about this. I don't know anything about Thursday's comic, so I don't know Dane Whitman, the Black Knight. I don't know really anything about Thursday's character as well. It was, I forget the dude's name. It's like Roy Powers or Ron Powers or something. I don't really know anything about it. Yeah, so but I will go and I will say that the comic characters that I do know, I do know pretty well. When that happens, I'll do giant videos on that. Again, I did a 2-hour stream on why I love Hitmonkey. Walshy says, great interview, Tapsy. Well done, bro. You killed it. Mr. Locknet says, hi, I'm new here. How do I get the free NFTs? Hey, Mr. Locknet, you're totally not new here. He's been here for months. SR Lee Jab says, did you catch Reese say Ultraman might be a good set to have when they add multi-language to the app? I did not catch that, but he's right. Big in China. I have both sets, so I'm good for now. Mag says, howdy, howdy, howdy. Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, 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 howdy. London Lad says, Forrest Hunter, don't forget Volkswagen. If Veve gets Volkswagen, they can mint a Herbie the Love Bug NFT. Is that the movie with, not Lindsay Sterling, Lindsay Lohan? Where I think where they did, Herbie Fully Loaded. I don't know why I remember this, but they had to CGI her breasts so that they were smaller and more kid-friendly. I thought that was really interesting. That was funny. We got AJ with a $5 super saying it's a double cover print. Oh, okay. I did not know that this was a double cover print. Let's take a look-see. because I have an uncommon. So I'm going to read. Oh, it is. It is a double cover print. Well, huzzah for that. You get this one. And then you get that one. And then it goes into the comic. But wow. Maybe that's why it's going for so much. There are no comics to show. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. The comics were 20, and now they're 28. And the commons were 30, now they're 35. Okay, all right. What's the secret rare going for? Secret rare is $5.99, so secret rare went down. Ultra rare is $159. Rare is $60. Oh, the uncommon's $36. The common's $28. There's not too much difference between that. There's been a huge, not issue, but there's been a thing where some of the commons are really, they're outpacing the uncommons. Again, I've seen this in Pokemon before where, you know, if the PSA 7s are going for the same amount as the PSA 8s, well, I have two things happening. Either 7s are overvalued or the 8s are undervalued. So I'd buy a bunch of the 8s. And most of the times, it was right. They would go up. So if you see the commons about the same, if not more than the uncommons, buy a bunch of the uncommons. That's what I would do. Again, if you're looking for the quick flip or if you're looking for whatever, again, that's what I would do. If I was playing that game. I'm not playing that game. I'm just sitting gem heavy. Sitting gem heavy for a while. Who knows when other things are going to go down. Where was I here? Gingerbread, Holidays, Jack Skellington, French Car for show. Where was this? Did you catch Reese Ultraman? Howdy on her. Have you heard from Foster? Yeah, he's just taking a break right now. He's good. Justin says, at London Lad, does Volkswagen own the rights to Herbie? I guess they do. Jameson Coffee says, any news on MTL yet? That was the other thing. They wouldn't give us a timeline on. So I am on the AMA that we have on, is it Thursday or Friday? Let me take a look. On the AMA that we have on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is I am not going to ask on the timeline of MTL. What I will ask is, hey, whenever MTL is finished, whenever that may be, let's say if it's done on a Thursday, how soon do we get on exchanges? Do we get on exchanges on the next day? Do we get exchanges the next week? We have to wait 2 weeks. When do we get there? As soon as we're on, as soon as Mutable X is done, as soon as, so I will ask for. I know you asked about MTL. Actually, I thought you meant Immutable X. I don't know why, but well, anyway, that's my Immutable X thing that I'm gonna ask. MTL, they did say that we will be able to buy, even if the owner is only selling in OMI, we will be able to buy it with gems. There'll be a transaction thing. It'll exchange your gems for OMI, and then you could buy that. But you won't even see it be exchanged for OMI. That being said, you will not be able to take gems and cash out for OMI, but you will be able to go and buy things for OMI even if you don't have OMI. I did say that it's in beta right now. There was, outside of that was it. It just said it'll be more and more happening as time goes on. I think that's going to be one of the main things that's going to happen on Thursday in a couple of days, so we'll have to wait for that. Senior Lead Jazz says, at Taps, great interview. I'm so damn bullish. Love this community. Forrest Hunter, well, yeah, saying, at Justin, I stand corrected from what I'm reading. Disney owns the rights. Oh, that was a Disney movie. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Derek Brad says, the OMI option is awesome, right? Justin says, had a feeling. Taps says, thanks, y'all. So we think an Ultraman of what for anime crossover? Oh, that could be really good as well. I didn't even think that, but yeah, Ultraman could be the anime adjacent. Wendy Stibalis says, Taps and WXVV did great. They did. It was fantastic. Aldous Havley says, Randy, big hugs. Bought more OMI today. Bag's getting heavy. Not as heavy as yours, but always getting heavy. Wendy Stibalis says, I think so, Taps. Oh, all right. So both Wendy and Taps have been saying that the Ultraman anime crossover would be really cool. Bert the Jerk says, I'm selling my Avengers 8 Secret Rare, and Randy will escrow the deal. If anybody is interested, let me know. Yeah, if you pay with Omi or pay with anything that can be found on Coinbase, you can send me and then I'll send back to him. That'd be fine. Gunther Heisenberg says Godzilla. Oh, Godzilla would be great also. Joe M says, hey Randy, do you think you could do a Earth 2 video for new people interested? Breaking it down. Thanks, brother. Keep up the amazing work. Could I? The new people? I mean, for the most part, Pacey has been doing a really good job with that. But all of the things that I had done, like they still stand. Like, really, what I could do, I don't know if I could re-release a video if that's a thing, but if you go and to my page, or even if you just type in, I think it's my review of Earth2.io and the potential it has. It's that was like my first video I did on it, and it was about almost a year ago. I uploaded that December 14th, a day before my birthday, and it was so that's actually one of the best videos that I did, 2,500 views. So yeah, all right, moving on here. Sorry, I've had the American Horror Story thing stuck in my head. I'm not 100% sure why. I think it's just because I did. I don't know. All right, so we have a 1 hour Patreon member shout out here. Here we go. Nie bojuсь niczego, że pusprojuje sztorm, holod swegdamy był poduże, a ja begu wiowisze, na ledziany dżuzu grad, i strycham gdzie nie minujesz, меня uzne догнать. Пора уж дать, что я могу, но слезу призову погу, свободу от их навсегда. I keep messing that up. Sorry, guys. All right, moving on. Emoji says, or Naruto. Naruto would be great. Naruto would also be great. So, Tabs Trade says, mainstream guests would be DBZ, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Sailor Moon, and Studio Ghibli. Those would be good, too. I guess some runner-ups for that would be Seven Deadly Sins, Dead Man Wonderland, Sword Art Online, Death Note, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail's really good. There's a lot. There's just so much. Kuroko's Basketball for the sports people. Cells at Work for the medical people. Like there's so many good ones that it's bananas. Energy says, I guess all will be dope. Tap says, weep here. I love you, man. Choo Choo says, I guess Teen Titans. I don't know if that's really an anime, though. I mean, animated, yes, but it's not really a Japanese thing. One Piece is mad long. I'm so behind. Mad long. Gunther Heisenberg says, I love Randy. Tap says, what Pokemon is this? Is this a new one on Switch? Yeah, this is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. This is the remake of the Diamond one. They made Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as a remake to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. It's a Generation 4 game. But yeah, that was... To try to get that Munchlax, just breed a Snorlax. Like, it will... I know the grinding of something late in the game is hard, but it'll actually save you time doing that as opposed to trying to get a Munchlax in the wild. Like, impossible. Mark Hunt says, now imagine trying to shiny hunt Munchlax. Nah, fam. Nah, Mark. I'm like a shiny Munchlax with like perfect IV. No, would never happen. Just breed. Mark Hunt says, it's the pre-evolution of Snorlax. It is. Mr. Latina says, at Taps Trades, it's the baby evolution of Snorlax. Aldous Howley says, Teen Titans. Go. All right, so I love the original Teen Titans. The newer Teen Titans, I didn't really like so much. It did grow on me, though. I saw it with my friend Robert and my friend Erica. The movie that came out a couple years ago. That shiz was hysterical. That was so funny, and I love Tara Strong. You know, she plays a Raven. She's just amazing at anything she does. The Tap Trace says, like, oh, I know Munchlax, but what Pokemon game is he referring to? Yes, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. As Mr. Locknet tells you, Bird Jerk says, is there an AMA this week? There is. Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Drew Pear says, E2, why 2 tiers? Tier 2 land seems hobbled. Well, for a couple of reasons here. You can make the argument that a lot of us, this past year, were the beta testers in Earth 2. And they wanted to reward us by giving us the most bang for our buck for our land for Tier 1. And, well, what happened with, Tier 2? If you're coming in now, you don't want to pay $60 per tile for American tiles. You just don't want to do that. You don't want to pay $20-something per tile, in South Korea. They wanted to reset everything for all the new people that are coming in, and they did a good job. Excuse me. Yeah, you might not get the same benefits as Tier 1 land, but you're getting it for so much cheaper. And you think that Tier 2 land's not going to run up to the same amount that Tier 1 is? It's going to run up a lot. Justin Jar says, will Veve be open to Asia one day? It will. Actually, right now, there's only a couple hundred people that are in Hong Kong. And when I say that, I mean that out of all the population in Hong Kong, there's only about 500 people that have the Veve app. So there's a lot of room to grow. Wendy Stibalis says, yes, there is an AMA. Marcon says, I don't think Studio Ghibli is technically traditional anime, so I'm hoping it's that. Good point. Taps says, thanks. Taps Trade says, we talking about Worms Armageddon now? I'll play you when Worms are ready. Yo, Taps, I was so good at that. Like, the Super Sheep that would go, I was just, oh my God. I was so good at that game. Me and my friend John would play for like hours. For days at a time, and he'd be like scared to play online. He's like, nah, we'll get wrecked online. And then I go on, and I just, oh God, I would pwn people. It's great. I remember once that me and this other guy were in like a horseshoe. Me and another worm were in a horseshoe, and I was like, there's nowhere for us to go unless we like dig out of there, or unless we're blown out of there. But we're inside of a horseshoe, so I was like, okay, banana bomb. For those of you that don't know. Banana bombs it's one giant banana, or it's a banana, and it breaks off into like 5 different bananas. So it explodes, and each of those 5 other bananas explode. So you get a boom, 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 boom. So then the worms just get yeeted up in the air. It was one of the greatest things. That was so fun. Just saying, YOLO, YOLO. It's like, what are you doing? It was insane. It was nuts. Taps Trade says 9:16 AMA on Thursday. 9:16. 6:13. Timmy always goes to the bathroom at 6:13. Mr. Daddy Lou 1224 says the price on the Avengers 47 is kind of high. I'll wait to buy some. Hope it goes down for you. Bert the Jerk says Tap Trade sick. Wendy Stibalis says Elsa. Yeah, I know. We love Elsa. Wendy's dog's name is Elsa, and I love it. Bert the Jerk says yes. Slava says Zabud is forget. So let it go and forget. Okay, thank you, Slava. Let it go and forget. Atpusti, Izabu, let it go and forget. I guess that kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'll take it. Thank you, Slava. Spasiba. Jordan M756 says, market is back. Wham Rot says, hey, Randy. Hi, Wham. James Wallace says, Taps Trades. I've been silently praying for Studio Ghibli. Don't jinx it, LOL. I would kill to have some of those come to Veve. Double C says, can someone explain how the additions for a set work? I have a Hawkgirl 586, and there's also a Supergirl 586 on the market. So there are some people that have those types of there's some people that have those types of sets where they're all the same number. They're very hard to get. Like, they're not easy, and some people will pay a premium for that. So if you can get that, go for it. A lot of people, like, if they have 69 is like impossible to get, but 420 is a little bit easier. But be advised, if something's worth $100, well, that number, mint number 420, will be worth like 300. It'll be worth like 3x. John Robert Yellen says the direct translation of "Let It Go" in Russian goes, work the field, respect your government." Work the field. Oh, you are expendable for the great nation. Joke, not really. Oh, F. Everyone comment F down and below to pay respects to the Russian brethren. Slava says, Apusti is let me go. Izabud is and forget me. Oh, so let me go and forget me. That actually that gives a whole new meaning to the song. Apusti, Izabud. Oh, that's so good. I gotta re-listen to it again. I'm sorry. You can tell how shoddy my Russian is, how bad. So Good looks, Lava. Good looks. Dustin says the Care Bears NFT actually looks like a JPEG, if that makes sense. I did see that before, and that's why I was like, I didn't really. Carlos is laughing. Dustin says Taps, we need you captured in 8K. Daniel Vang says, what up, Randy Savage? Yo, what up, Randy Savage? Yeah. Mag says, oh my god, I need a Festivus pole. I would love a Festivus pole. I would dance on that all day. Inferno says, howdy. Wubba Wubba says, we need South Park. Tally. Oh, dude, Tally would be great. Wanna get high? Drew Pear says, today's comic drop, Common, has a double cover. Maybe others. I think the Uncommon does as well. AJ even says, it's a double cover print. Grandmaster Marwell says, the Bumblebee movie ripped off Herbie. I saw the Bumblebee movie on a flight once. I don't remember it. It was like okay. It was, all right, Bumblebee the Transformer. Yeah. I like the other ones better. I like the original ones. Like the first 5 are like, I don't want to say they're all really good, but first one, like, oh my god, with the oh my god, that was so good. And my name is Optimus Prime. Like his whole I forget his name, Peter Cullen. It just as Optimus Prime back, I was like, this is so bad. Like it was so good. Megan Fox was hot. The Transformers were so cool, and then just Megatron just. Oh, and then the second one again, the Fallen, and then Megan Fox is in it again, and then it's just so good. You get the military. You get the guys in the military. I forget the black dude's name, but he was like a staff sergeant or a tech sergeant in the first one, and then they step promoted him to Chief Master Sergeant, and he goes from like an E6 to an E9, like 2 years. Like, oh my god! So they step promoted him. The captain, I think he might have went just to a major or lieutenant colonel. He wasn't colonel yet. So the military was cool. The third one also, that was still great. It was, oh my god, it was fantastic. That one of the military guys went civilian. That was so good. And then Mark Wahlberg's in the later two. I loved all of them. I loved them so much. God, they were so good. What do we got here? Mr. A says, Lewis Morgan bought Secret Rare Spider-Man number 47 for 30,000 gems today. Jesus. Yeah, Lewis Morgan, I gotta get him on the podcast. He's a cool dude. He's like should I ask him? Should I ask him to get on the podcast? Let's ask him to get on the podcast. Let me go to the Twitter, and let me say, at Lewis Monica Lewinsky. No, Lewis Morgan. The peeps on this live are asking for you to come on the podcast. What do you say? And I know I just said that, I know you guys, but I'm pretty sure you guys would not mind him. That's when Pokemon says, let's go. So I don't know how much. Maybe I would like to re-ask him how much he is ready to spend on Akomi products. Because at one point he said, like 2 to 3%. But that was when he only it's the only one he knew about it for like a week. Now I think he would probably say, maybe a little bit more. Moving on here. Juan Scorpio says, hey, Randy, how's it going, man? It's going all right. It's going pretty good. I'm very hungry. I'll probably have a protein shake. So I've been doing this thing at the gym where I've been doing so I did legs and abs today, and then I did some boxing. So you know how when you run, you could just, run. You could do whatever. You can do sprints. In boxing, it's kind of much the same, where you could just just work on just head movement. You can work on, just form. You can work on whatever. You could work, get in close, move, come out. And it's not really like punch as hard as you can for, whatever. But that's kind of what I did. I was like, all right. I've been inspired by a bunch of Mike Tyson can still move. Like, he can still punch at his age. It's miraculous. There's no way that this dude's not a freak of nature. No. Don't want to. Okay. Sorry. I don't want to get like demonetized with the stuff there. But so Mike Tyson, if you go and you look at some of his stuff, he can still move. He can still like that's not sped up. Like that's not something that like, oh hey, he's moving half that and let's do the speed. No, like he's just look at him go. So here's what I was thinking about doing. I was like, okay, let me go and let me kind of do what he's doing. Just go really, really hard for as long as I can, and maybe it'll be better than it'll help my endurance in some way. And in my defense, yeah, it kind of has. I really feel it, and I'm really tired. So I was like, all right, I think that helps. Randy, can I ask you for help regarding Earth 2? Yeah, sure, always. Wubba Wubba says, so can you buy with gems and sell in Omi? Basically, buy Omi in the app. Yeah, you can. Con Scorpio says, also in another note, I have been following your channel for a long time, and I always see your Omi vids come and go. What is Omi exactly? Is it an NFT network? How do I get into it? So yeah, basically what you have is the Veve app, where it is. I'm going to get to it here real quick. I guess this will be for new peeps as well. The Veve app is where Spider-Man's on the cover, and you can go to the drops on the main page and see all of the really cool NFTs you can get, whether they're comics, whether they're X-Men, Hitmonkey, Secret, all of these amazing artists at Designicon. I just got this full set the other day, Luke Chu's stuff, which actually Reese mentioned as well. The Omi homies, Janny and Max got to interview him on my channel as well. Wendy was there. Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, Pixar. What was that one? Elsa, Simpsons, and the post office. So you can go and buy all of these. And what happens is that when you put there's a reserve wallet, and there's a vault, and there's a burn wallet. And what happens is every time you put $1 or any type of money into the app, Omi goes from that reserve wallet to the vault. Well, technically it goes from the reserve wallet to your wallet to the vault. Like that's their ledger. That's how they keep track of everything. And then as soon as you take those gems, because you put in $1, you get gems. And as soon as you spend those gems, then it goes from the vault, that Omi, and it goes right to that burn wallet. So, and that once it goes to the burn wallet, can never be, it's burned, it's done, it's gone. There's nothing in there anymore. It's an incinerator. And well, so every transaction, whether it's on the store or on the marketplace, that burns Omi. In the future, when we have more utility with the Omi, we're able to buy those NFTs with our Omi that we can get on Bit4X, AscendX, OKEX, Gate.io, whatever it is. You're able to go and you're able to buy it there. And like, okay, well, so you could use that to buy Omi. You could use that to buy land. I'm sorry, you could use that to buy NFTs. Use it to buy land in the Veveverse again at some point. And what happens is that a bunch of people are going to be buying it at once for those things. A bunch of people that are Ethereum rich are going to be like, hey, I can't buy these NFTs with Ethereum, so I'm going to go take my Ethereum. I'm going to buy some Omi, and then I'm going to buy it with Omi, and that's a lot of money that's going to go into there. It's a lot of money that's going to be burned from the circulating supply, and it's again, we have the best licenses in the world, so that's why I'm all in. Got My Smile says you don't need to re-release, but you can do a 2021 or 2022 update video recapping. That's a good point. Emergency Chipotle burrito is in the works. Von Scorpio says, I remember you streaming in your car sometimes. Rough times. It was. In January of this year. That was not good. That was not a good time. Nobody that's really in the Akomi thing saw that. Because I wasn't talking about Akomi at that point. It was just mostly Earth 2. January was a very rough month. Bad. Squid Cat says, thanks, Randy. And good night, Dashy. No problem, Squid Cat. Quan Scorpio says, I bought on Squid Game Island because of T2. There you go. Get that bread. Conscorpia says also on SpaceX building 25 tiles. Those will come in handy, dude. My man, nice. Tap Straight says I'll ninja rope circles around you on worms, Randy. Dude, I can't wait. I was really good at that, and I still probably am. So for those of you don't know, if you're on like a ledge over here, let's say you're on this piece of ledge, you can ninja rope. You can like get a rope up to the top. You can rope down, like catapult down, drop a holy hand grenade or a mine or something next to another worm, and then bring yourself back up. What you actually could do, like you can, if you're on like this ledge over here, and you're on that ledge, you can basically shoot to the ground, make yourself go over, and then go back to. It's insane. It is absolutely bananas insane, and yeah, I was pretty good at that too. Like you can actually you can get a certain amount of ropes. You can swing like Spider-Man. Rope one, rope another, drop, go again. It's absolutely insane the stuff that you can do. Crypto B says, if Trevor is the metaverse creator, do you think he has a team behind him, or does he do it alone? I imagine Trevor was allowed to bring in his own team. You know, when you're working on God of War and you're brought into this, you can probably bring in your own team. You could probably go and basically call a shot, be like, hey, I can do this, this, and this. I can do this, this, and this a lot quicker with these people. He could probably do relatively what he wants, in my opinion. Grandma Smile says, can communism exist in E2? Domino effect. I really hope not, but who knows? If somebody wants to run their megacity like that, they can. Chavez Topia will be absolute pure capitalism, anarchy. The best ideas survive. Grandma Smile says, I will sell my E2 for South Park NFTs. Do step promotions happen in real life? Yeah, step promotions do happen in real life. Clint Eastwood made a movie about it. There's this one person that I think he was a A1C, so he was an E3 in the Air Force, and he helped stop a train bombing. And he was about to rank up to senior airman to E4 anyway, so they waited for him to go to E4. And then they step promoted him to staff sergeant. They don't usually step promote you from E6 to E9. That's a little ridiculous. But I have seen some people that can basically get the rank that they want. Like if you're a doctor and you go into the military, you're automatically a colonel. Like you're automatic. So if you go in with a bachelor's degree and you can go officer. I can never go officer because I don't have a degree. You need a bachelor's degree to be an officer. Officers can be 22, 21, whatever. To go second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel. But if you're a doctor, if you go in, you're just automatically a colonel. It's insane. There was one lady that I had met who was a nuclear physicist, and she wanted to be a 4-star general. And that type of knowledge, if you're a nuclear physicist, is just invaluable. So, yeah, you can be. Yeah, you want to be a 4-star general? Yeah, you could be a 4-star general, ma'am. So you could do that if you bring enough to the table. You could pretty much be whatever you want. I don't. If I was really good at Russian and I was like, you could be like a spy. At that point, though, you're not really anything. You're pretty much drafted into an agency with letters. NSA, FBI, CIA, like God knows what else. You can do that. So at some point you're no longer in the military. You're working for a government agency. But yeah, step promotions do happen. Not a lot. I wouldn't call this a step promotion, but I was called BTZ, which is below the zone. So I was doing a really good job at my job, and there's I think a couple are selected each year, and they're like, you know what, Chavez, you're just killing it. You work really hard. You're really good at your job. Take your promotion 6 months early. Thanks, guys. I actually have was it in May or March? I think it was March of 20 whatever. Actually no, it'll show on one of my Veterans Reacts videos. Hang on. Let me go to my playlist here. Go to my channel. And it should be on Chavez podcast, retirement vlogs. Yeah, on my Veterans React video, there's one of them. Yeah, how to get promoted in the military. It's me and Colonel Flack. He was my commander for like 2 years, something like that. And he's like, hey, Airman Chavez, doing a good job. Road to senior airman's like, thank you. So yeah, that does happen. Amira Atia says, yes. Johnny Cash says, they need to come out with a new Spawn movie. Dude, Spawn is so badass. The guy Gamble from The Dark Knight that says, enough from the clown. He was the guy that played Spawn in the 90s, I believe. And it was really good. It was again, it was good for when I was a kid. I haven't seen it in a while, but I liked it. All right, Master Malaw says Mike Tyson has muscle memory. Dragon Ball Z does a really, really, really good job with explaining things like that, where Goku is Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God, whatever it was called, and he says oh, hey, even though I'm not this anymore, I can still take these punches. I'm still this fast. Like, I guess my muscles remember what it was like to have that strength. And if that is that happens in real life, where muscle memory, your muscles remember. I don't know what it's. I guess muscle memory might be the technical term for it, but you something like you can not lift for a while. You cannot, and your muscles get back relatively quickly, at least quicker than it's like getting newbie gains all over again. Ed J says, who's your top pound for pound boxer in their prime? Probably honestly Tyson in the early 90s. It's just bananas. Yeah, Tyson in the early 90s or maybe late 80s, but I feel like that's such a cop out to say. Miguel Cotto I like, Danny Swift Garcia I like. I'm picking Spanish boxers here. I guess Manny Pacquiao was really good too. He had some power back in the day. Sugar Shane Mosley. There's a lot of ones that I really like, but honestly, it's just got to be Mike. Like Mike, there's in his prime, I don't think there's anyone that could have beat him. I don't think there's anyone that could have beat him. Hold on here. Quan Scorpio says, now that's T1 is really rare, are looking to buy some since they can only spawn essence now. I mean, I already have a decent amount, so I mean, if I can get some in like Chavez Topia, yeah, I'll take. I just want to grow Chavez Topia. My main goal really is not to make money anymore in Earth 2. It's just to when the essence comes out, I will buy a lot just to make money. But for the most part, the buying land, it's really just in Chavez Topia. It's just to have a really big megacity, a really cool megacity. So it says, oh, it sounds like an interesting concept. I'll give Omi a more in-depth look tomorrow. Get it. Watch Taps Trades videos. Watch Orion Crypto Traders videos to really understand the tokenomics. That's a very undervalued channel. And then if you don't have to make money with Omi. You can go and watch Comics and Crypto or Sleep in Comics to find out which comics are going to be really undervalued or which ones that you should, probably not the best choice. There's so many. Again, Kyle Willson. Sorry, he looks really, really good. Grandma Smile says, tell me your address and I'll send you emergency provisions via delivery app. Unfortunately, or fortunately, maybe it's because of the military, where I am very paranoid. I don't give out my address. I even like when you're in my Patreon member list, the family and friends tier, you get a number, it goes right to my phone, but it's not my cell phone number. It's a burner and it forwards to myself. I'll give out anything. But I do, like, again, even if somebody wants to send me something, I have them go to my friend Tyler. I was like, hey, just go over there. Just because I just don't give it out. Mr. Daddy Lou says, just picked up a few rare and ultra rare Avengers number 47 because it looks bad AF. Oh, it looks badass. Number 47. Oh, nice. Good for you. Quan Scorpio says, when I try to add my debit card to E2 to withdraw some money, it gives an error. I tried with Skrill 2. It won't budge. You're going to have to get a Revolut card, Revolut. Give it like a day, and it'll go to there. You just got to set it up. Ernesto Q says they couldn't have minted more NFTs because most of Ethereum nodes are also in AWS. In 2019, 60% of Ethereum nodes were there. Nowadays could be way more. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Good call. Air TV says, do I think I should sell my Lady Rainicorn number 189 to buy another Superman or stay split? I did sell my Lady Rainicorn. If we're going with, which ones are going to be the best, like people are probably going to want, people will want that, but I feel like, Marceline is probably a little more popular than Lady Rainicorn. I think all of the Series 1 Adventure Time ones are a little bit more popular than the Series 2, in my opinion. Quan Scorpio says, okay, but that being said, I should buy for Superman? I don't know. I think there are other things that would probably be slightly better buy than Superman. In my opinion. No. Quan Scorpio says, my friend keeps telling me to buy Floki, but I'm not convinced. Do you have any Floki, or do you know something about it? From what I understand about it, which is not too much, but it was just that Elon Musk's dog is Floki, and that's where. And if I know anything about meme coins, it's for the most part you can make a lot of money with them, but you also have a chance of losing everything because some of them, like Schmegmars or Baby Trump or whatever else, are just rug pulls. Or I even think, I think Saitama was one that their FBI head or whatever had a or one of the co-founders was arrested by the FBI or something. So I think Saitama recovered after that, but I usually don't go into meme coins at all. Like, some people are really good at that. They make a ton of money. But then a lot of people that try to chase those green candles, they buy and rug pull and they get effed. So I would do that. Are Plastic Man comics any good? I don't know anything about them. So Mag says ludicrous speed. Dude, Spaceballs NFTs would be great. Black Magic X says, Revolut hasn't been working for me lately. This would be my first withdrawal. Any suggestions? If it hasn't been working for you, I don't know. Revolut seems to work for me. Then I don't know. The only other thing that I could maybe think of is, like, if you have a friend that can withdraw pretty easily, is and this will be not good. Like, this you'll have to pay a lot more in fees. Is just buy one of that person's tiles. One tile for like however much money you want to withdraw. You'll have to pay that 5% fee going out, and then that 5% fee going. So it's like a 10% fee total. But if you want to withdraw out and Revolut's not working, that's probably the next best thing. Braver Sensei says, Amigo, owe me price prediction for end of year. If we don't have exchanges, 0.0069 for the meme. If we do have exchanges by like late December, it might get to like 1.5 cents. But again, like if we were to get it like exchanges like next week, okay, we can probably get to 2 cents. But we're probably not going to be done with Immutable X until late December, so I don't see exchanges happening until early January, like if that. So I would say 0.0069 just for the meme for end of year. Air TV says, first appearance, Joker / Penguin / Harley over 1x Superman. Yes. I would get the Joker, Penguin, and Harley over the first appearance Superman. Joanne Garrity says, cool, I learned a ton. Thanks, Joanne. I'm glad I could help. Carlos Arguelles says, flipping comics is now my new hobby, thanks to Veve. Randy, you greatest of all time, bro. Thanks, man. Crypto Elroy says, are you doing offline buy for Veve NFT? No. I would do offline selling if somebody wanted to buy one of my things for Omi, but not offline buying. I wouldn't. I would just, I have the gems, so I'd just buy it. Crypto Elroy says, are you doing... Oh, yeah, I just read that. And Crystal Stroud says, Randy, made it in. Meow, meow. Crystal Stroud, how's it going? I'm going to do my 90-minute Patreon member shout out. I missed that a few minutes ago. Don't unplug me or just shut me down. Please just love me with your steel heart. I'd reboot you if you'd look at me with those cold eyes one more time. I remember our software was compatible. Something makes our circuit boards ignite. You held my arm in your metallic grip. We might be machines, but I'm in love with you tonight. All right, moving on. We got Peter VDB saying, "What's up?" Braver Sensei says, "Randy, how to have more confidence in myself?" It's a mental thing. It's got to think like, well, I guess it was easier for me because I was mostly always in decent shape. You know, I would run, I would just, work out, and I just know that I'd be really good at stuff. I would know that, like, don't be like cocky, but maybe a little bit cocky, but just, I don't know. Also because, I mean, now I know that I'm not like, let's say if I become single again, I'm never finding another girlfriend again. But I would say, people are just people. Whether it's, someone like Jeremy Pador, that's at the sixth largest toy company in the world. Dan Schawbel, who's a New York Times bestseller. Whether it's Jeremiah Aoyang, who's just a serial entrepreneur. Whether Elon Musk Elon Musk also just like the smartest person in the world, but whether it's a baseball player, it's a movie star, like they're all just people. If anyone remembers the show The Girls Next Door, you have like some of some of like the really, really, really pretty girls, like beautiful, and that just like they're just gorgeous creatures. Well, what did they do at nighttime when they weren't allowed to leave the Playboy Mansion? They weren't allowed to leave the house. They hung out with the kitchen staff because those are the only other real people that they could interact with. There's like, no, they're just like, they're at the end of the day, everyone's just a person and they all have different experiences. But as long as you're not like weird or crazy, although it might be a little bit of both as well, just talk to them. Just like, hey, how's it going? And I don't know what you want confidence in. If you want confidence, like ask out a girl, or confidence like in a job interview. If you are looking for a job interview and you have a skill set, get really good at that skill set. Best advice I can give you is get really good at that skill set, work at a couple different places, and if you're looking for that raise, tell my girlfriend this all the time. Hey, here's what I want. Here's what I can get elsewhere. Here's what I've been offered, and here's what will happen if you don't give me this raise. Just simple as that. Make yourself valued. Make yourself the best little worker bee. Make yourself very, very valuable or invaluable. So again, if it's for a girl, just hey, how's it going? Or it's like, hey, can I buy you a drink? Hey, I like I don't know, find something in common. Like hey, I like your Harry Potter sweatshirt. I'm more of a I think that Harry should have gotten with Hermione. Do you think that, or are you happy with the way that things worked out? And then ask her about Harry Potter World. And again, that's if she has, ask her about anything. She has a Sex and the City shirt on. Hey, you hear they're coming out with a new series and there's no Samantha? What do you feel about that? Has this ever happened to you? Like, I don't know. So yeah. Just do something really great, or try to do something really great. Even if you fail, it's like, hey, well, you at least get a lot of experience. Where was I here? Quan Scorpio says, Randy, thank you so much for the info. I'm going to go head out now. Till next time. Liquid Momentum says, any sleeper collectibles on Veve you trying to get? I think there's one, or there's probably going to be a couple, and I've said this before, artists that will blow up on Veve. We don't know who they are. They might not even be on, like, all the artists on Veve right now, it's possible that the one artist that will blow up is not anyone that's on there right now. It's possible that these are like the highest that they're going to be. That being said, I am rooting for Luke Chu, not because I think the talent is just absolute, although he is very talented. The Ghost Bears, he said the reason that he drew the Ghost Bears, why they were made, because they're easy to draw. So I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Um, but I know him. He's a friend. He's a buddy. And does the inked that ink lady or the Cat Bronson, are they a little cooler than the Ghost Bears? Well, to each their own. I like them. They're cute, and he's a buddy. So they get more points in my book. But there's a ton of people that love that cat, and cats are great. So the Cat Bronson or the inked Eve, whatever. Um, but I bet you that one of these artists, if it's not any of these guys or gals or ladies, it's going to be one that's going to be coming up soon, and they're going to be just absolutely blowing up. They're going to flourish. One of them is going to be like the next best thing, and I don't know who it is, but it's going to be it's going to be someone. Um, so I don't know how to determine that, to determine the guess. Most likely it would be someone like the Cat Bronson one, because that artist just does tattoos for rappers, and well, you can't get much cooler than that. So but who knows? It could, again, internet can just take over and just make memes out of something, what have you. Carlos Aguelo says we only live once. We all a 1Y. I don't know what that means. But yeah, outside of that, the sleeper collectibles are ones that people know. Um, Maybe I don't, again, I don't have the hoverboards, but if you're able to use like those hoverboards to, let's say, go on back of cars, like if you're able to, like, hey, as somebody's driving, hitch on the back of somebody else's hoverboard, or a bit hitch on the back of somebody else's car while riding your hoverboard, that would be awesome, and I would rebuy the whole set. Peter VDB says Bronson Cat will blow up, bro. I said it first. You heard it here first from Peter VDB. Bill Scott says living the dream, retired at 34, sitting in a bathtub, warning tan. Dude, get that bread, Bill. Warning tan equals watching Randy. Ah, good. Okay, I understand. That is the life. Oh, that is a good life. I don't know what I'm going to get for food. I already ate a lot. We'll see. Lord of the Realms says we need some Bob Ross paintings on Veve. That would be cool too. It was a happy little tree. Ah, he's amazing. He's the man. Peter VDB says, I have 3 cats, bro. If you need one, DM me. My girlfriend also has 3 cats and a dog and a rat. I put on a let's see where I have it here. Oh god, I forget where it was. 1 year ago, recent highlights. I don't know where the first one I got was. Oh yeah, so somebody asked for a picture of me for something, so I was like, oh, okay, here's a recent one, a picture of a cat on my head. That's Leo. And then someone's like, oh my god, you have a cat on your head. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's Leo. Like, he likes to cuddle. And then I got one where he's literally like, he just loves to cuddle. Um, so I had, there's enough cats in my life already. Cloud Shack, what's going on? Scott autocorrect sucks, lol. Lord of the Realm says, need some happy trees in my vault. Oh. Has anyone ever seen the show Happy Tree Friends? A buddy of mine, who, she passed away now, but she was on Netflix, and she was looking for something to, like, babysit her kids while she did some cleaning, whatever. She's like, here, like, watch this. And she saw Happy Tree Friends. Like, oh, this looks like a kid show. And then she hears her kids crying, like, 5 minutes later. She's like, what the fudge? And these Happy Tree Friends get mutilated in like every episode, and so like one Happy Tree Friends dies because their hand gets caught down a garbage disposal. One Happy Tree Friend dies because they're sitting on a log and it goes into like a woodcutter, and like someone's like, one got like mutilated by birds. It was just, they're really they're really good shows. They're really funny. But she accidentally put it on for her kids, and yeah. Lord of the Realms Happy Tree Friends is amazing. Your cats are amazing. Ah, thanks, Peter. Thanks, Crystal Strauss saying Bob Ross. I know, right? Cloudcheck says Happy Tree Friends is terrifying. LOL. I remember stumbling across that on YouTube where it started, I was very young at the time. Oh, is it on YouTube? I don't know if I can show any of them, but I'll try. Happy Tree Friends. Oh, man. Friday the 13th. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh no! Oh no! Whew, just oh. I'm sorry. That's great. Apologies. Oh, heyo. All right, we got a new item here that sold. I'll get it out to y'all right away. So it's a Growlithe Pocket Monster. It's a card-ass card. It's a PSA 10. There's not too many of these. There's like less than 20 in the world. And it's from 1997, so it's earlier than the base set Growlithe. You can tell by the artwork that it's a really different artwork. And if you look at the back, it's all Japanese. It's all, again, the card-ass cards are real. I'm going to go get, actually, I'm going to take y'all with me. Well, I go get the card in question. Let me look at the mint number. It is 433-24329. Okay, let's go. And we're going to take a light. It burns. Just give me the light and start the show. Oh, just another bottle. Okay, oops. All right, so we're going to take a look, and here it is. It's right there. It's right out in front. I have another one that I'm really proud of. It's an embossed Arcanine. It's really cool, but yeah, so that is, I was not really expecting that to sell. Still have a couple of energies here. So I think that's pretty much it. I have a couple of other ones that I guess I'll sell at some point. Oh, actually, this is not the right one because that mint number is not, but I'm going to post that again. I have two of them. Yeah, there's only a certain amount in the world, and I had two of them, so I had like 10% of the supply. It's absolutely nuts. But it just sold for $1,900. So I did not expect that to sell, but it did. And guess what? I'm going to ship it out tomorrow, and I'm going to buy more. I don't know. Should I get more gems or should I get more Omi? Guys, what should I do? Should I get more gems or should I get more Omi? Let me know what I need to do. Okay. Yeah. So that was really fun. Grandmaster Miles says, that reminds me of all the stories of parents showing their kids, don't hug me, I'm scared, because I thought it was for kids. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. Cloudcheck says, I wish we could get some RuneScape NFTs. Randy, I tried doing research on Earth 2, and so I've been getting a lot of hate lately. Looks like it's because of the team switching around. So be advised, if you were on the Earth 2 team, you were not allowed to invest in the game. So a lot of people walked, and and it was right before the switch to Tier 2, where they said, hey, we're going to go do our own thing. Nathaniel and Frami, they're doing their own thing, and they're partnering with, it's called Independent. I think they're going with Polygon as well. Or no, I'm sorry, they're going with Solana. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. And they bought a bunch of stuff on Earth 2 as they left. Grandma Smile says, I'm going to raise both my kids on South Park. No, the cartoon. Bill Scott says, Randy, ever consider a face tattoo? I have, but in case that I ever do need to be proper, or in case that I ever need to be somebody else, it's very hard to hide a face tattoo. So I probably wouldn't because of that reason. If I ever need to do private investigating jobs again, or I ever need to go back in the military for some reason, I probably would not want to have something as identifying as that. I can hide the rest of my tattoos. I can't hide a face tattoo. It's very, very hard. Lord of the Realms says, oh my god, I almost forgot about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Kauka says both gems and Omi. So what I do is I'm going to how to get a Pokemon card. It's you take cardboard and you cut out cardboard that is around the size of this. You tape it up, you put it in bubble wrap, and then you send it on its way. And I just sold that, so I'm actually going to reply to the guy right now. Dude, that is clutch that came in. And I have another one that I'm going to list as well. The money. Buyer paid. Ship now. So I'm going to go and I'm going to give him feedback because he already paid. Fast payer, great buyer, would love to do business with again. And I'm going to send him a message. How do I send him a message? Contact buyer. Thanks for your purchase. I will pack up in a few minutes. Send it out tomorrow because I can't do it in the morning. And we'll get you tracking. Cheers, mate. All right, that was a good time. More Omi Poppy. Grandma Smile says, which is better, Solana or Polygon? I don't know. It's hard to say. They're both good. I think Solana is a little more well-known than Polygon. Jesus Cristo says, have you ever smoked weed? I have tried a bunch of times, and smoking does not do anything for me. I've tried smoking the devil's lettuce, and it just doesn't do anything. Lord of the Realm says, let's get to 69 likes, guys. Oh, we're at 70. Very good. Bill Scott says, anyone who's ever grew up in the U.S. has smoked weed. So I didn't actually smoke weed. I didn't actually try until I was like 26. Because when I was younger, I was a boxer, so I was like all about like health and never sinning against your talent. I didn't even drink. And then I was in the military for a while, and they test for smoking, so you can't. God forbid, veterans, choose to treat their PTSD with weed. Anyway, so after I got out, I tried and it just didn't really work. Now, edibles, on the other hand, I am destroyed for like most of the day. Lord of the Realms has got to unlike now. We passed 69. JK. Jesus Christ says, I need to know. Mag says, you should do Dota by Base Hunter. Visita Hari Venteno, spera leta Dota. I hear you, man. Visita Hari Venteno, spera leta Dota. I feel you, man. Visita Hari Venteno, spera leta Dota. O pusha po osmeker, o pusa vete leker. Visita Hari Venteno, spera leta Dota. O springer into creeper, o pusa. Let's get it on. Visita Hari Venteno, spera. Okay. So there you go. Jesus Cristo says, wow. Grandmaster Mawa says, it just amazes me, all these college kids saying they started drinking at 15. Honestly, in my high school, a lot of people did. I don't know. I always thought that was stupid. Because, like, that, again, when I was younger, I used to find any excuse to fight. I love fighting, and if you're drunk, you're not going to fight as well. Like, I felt so vulnerable. Even, like, when you drink, it's like, oh, anyone can go kick my ass right now. I don't feel good. So I started in the military because it was stressful, and that's what everyone did. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm old enough now. Enjoy. Lord of the Realm says, now that's a song I haven't heard in a while. I love it. Well, shout out to Mags for suggesting it. I hope he wasn't thinking about the... I'm pretty sure there's an English version. I don't know the English version. I only know the Swedish. Yeah. I Can Walk on Water, I Can Fly is really good. That one's really fun. But yeah, so what I'm going to do... Oh god, I farted. Is I'm going to take this... Ooh! And I'm going to place this over here. And I'm going to start cutting the thing, not myself. And... yeah. I have some stuff in there as well. Like I have... I can't do it. I just can't get it. I got some bubble wrap in there. Oh my god, this is the hardest thing to cut in the world. And it's going to take me forever and ever. Let's make this last forever and ever. Let's make this last forever. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. This is not what I was signing up for. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is literally worse than the time I tried to open up the Veve sign. That rhymed. Like, I was trying to open it up, and it just was not working. Like, literally go to that video. I don't even know what it was called, but is it on my playlist? I don't even know. So, library, my videos. They had to send it about a month ago. No, it was before that. It was before that. So, it was before Designer Con. It was not Jackson, Disney drops Wally, Skyport, Disney first NFT, Chavez unboxing video. So the Chavez unboxing video, that one right there, it was hysterical at how like ridiculous and stupid I was, because it was. Okay, moving on here. Cameron Javits says, what are the most valuable Pokemon cards that aren't first edition or shadowless? None of them are English. They are the Pikachu Illustrator, which is probably $1.5 million in PSA 9, give or take. There is the Pikachu Trophy cards, first, second, and third place, which are several $100,000 in PSA 9. There are the Super Secret Battle promos, which has Mewtwo on it. Super Secret Battle promos are also probably six figures. I would say the Trophy Kangaskhan PSA 10 is definitely worth more than the Super Secret Battle promos. The Trophy Kangaskhan's are probably higher than the Pikachu Illustrator and the Pikachu. So Pikachu Illustrator, Pikachu Trophies, and then probably Trophy Kangaskhan. And then probably Super Secret Battle promos. Those are the ones that are, yeah, those are like the top 5, top 6. And those are not English cards. You would maybe have a Tropical Mega Battle card, the Executor one, that might be worth close to 6 figures, but not yet. But again, you're talking about non-Shadow, like, so non-Charizard cards. The ones that I mentioned outside of the Tropical Mega Battle, the ones that I mentioned are all worth more than first edition PSA 10 Charizard. The only ones that maybe aren't, like first edition BGS 10 Charizard, there's only 3 of them. Those are probably worth. The only 2 people that have them, there's 3 copies. 2 are owned by this guy named Gary called King Pokemon, and 1 is owned by Logan Paul. They do not need the money. They would not sell that for less than $1 million. So, is anyone going to pay $1 million for it? Logan Paul might, maybe. Someone offered it to him. I might, maybe. You know, I don't know. I think he knows what a historic card that is, and he might not. Okay, so I got. There are 2 kinds of love that you ought to know. Oh my God, I cannot cut this. 2 kinds of love. Okay, this is really, really thick cardboard. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. So there's one side that this will go on, and then the other side will go on, well, the other side. But to be completely honest, I am not having a good time cutting this. I gotta go wide. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Ask me anything. Okay, here we go. Lord of the Realm says, I've only heard the Swedish version, and this is a song he hasn't heard in a while. Well, very good. Braver Sensei says, which price do you think Amazing Spider-Man 3 will have when market opens after drop? I would say maybe $2,000 for that secret rare. Probably a lot. Dead Rabbit says, I'm newbie to the metaverse. Are you familiar with Entvark? Looks like Ready Player One. I'm not, unfortunately. I am. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm just not familiar with it, unfortunately. So I really couldn't say anything about it. Look at the partnerships and see if it's something that is worth. Oh God, looking. Yeah, into. Oh my God. Okay, so this is obviously too big a piece. So I'm gonna go and. This one. You always want to cut a piece that is slightly bigger than the card that you're looking to, go after, that you're looking to ship. This is embarrassing. I swear I'm strong. Like, kind of. Like, I can't cut a piece of cardboard. Okay, I did it. Explicit 986 says, I feel like it would be fun to go to an emo night with you one day, right? Okay, girl. There's this band called the Warped Tour Tribute Band. There's my friend Lou. He plays in that band, and yeah, it's some of the best nights. It's like Death Cab for Cutie. It's Simple Plan. It's Sum 41. It's Blink 182. It's like all of the amazing emo stuff, like from our youth, from our childhood. Yeah, it's like the best. It is the best time. I think I'm out of tape, so I am not going to. Oh god, my body. Whew. I am definitely out of tape unless I have some over here, which I don't. So I am going to have to go and grab more tape at some point. All right, moving on. Lord of the Realms says, have you finished Supernatural? I did kind of. I saw every season up till season 15, and then I saw like 4 or 5 episodes of the last season, and then I watched the last 3 episodes of the last season. Yeah. Oh God, my heart. My heart. Lord of the Realms says, also, what's your favorite episode? Oh, that's a good one. There's a lot. I think there's one where Dean gets scared of everything. That's really good. The series where Dean, spoilers if you haven't seen it, Dean goes to hell the first time, and a team of angels bring him back. The introduction of Castiel. Like, he wakes up and he's got a hand mark on him. It's like, Castiel is just all like, it took a team of angels to get you out. He has that voice. There's a bunch that are really good. There's one where Sam goes to his old high school, and Dean is like the gym teacher, and he just it's like, this is dodgeball, and then he hits a kid right in the nads with the dodgeball. Like, oh, he's so fun. That's such a great show. There's a bunch of them. There's stuff just him and Cass that are just Cass like, I'll interrogate the cat, or they take Cass to a strip club, and then he asks about the girl's father, like that he's dancing with. And he's like, your father says, and he brings it out, and the girl's like crying. Dean sleeps with an angel. That was really good. There's just a bunch that are great. I don't know if I can have a favorite episode. Braver Sensei says, which price do you think Common Amazing Spider-Man number 3 will have when the market opens after the drop? Ooh, the Common. I think there will be some noobs that don't know the value of the comic, and they might start off at like $15, $20. And then once people like me go like, oh, all right, now it's on. Now we're going to go, and I think once that happens, they'll be like, okay, we need to get our stuff together. And then I think it'll go up to, I don't know, maybe like 40, give or take. Lord of the Realms says, I miss Warped Tour. Oh, dude, Warped Tour was so good. Yellow card. So we got a 2-hour Patreon member shout out. If I could find you now, things would get better. We could leave this town and run forever. I know somewhere, somehow, we'd be together. Let your waves crash down on me and take me away, yeah, yeah. There's a piece of you that's here with me. It's everywhere I go, it's everything I see when I look. Oh, dude, that's such a good song. Oh my God. There's a couple of songs that I'll just always dance to. It's like that, like Mr. Brightside, Every Time We Touch. I know Every Time We Touch is not really emo, but there's I do anything just to hold. There's so many. Musketeer says, Randy, would you rather be a Veve millionaire or recur billionaire? Well, I'd rather, the more money I get, the more I could help animals. So, yeah, probably recur billionaire then. If assuming that translates to actual dollars, then that. Lord of the Realms says, I love Scared Dean. Actually, Scared Dean is, oh no, I don't have him here. He's in my car. But I do have a smock like a cooking, like Kiss the Chef thing of Scared Dean. Dean's on there, and one of the things is him. Yeah. Mark D says Supernatural is so great. Love the Scooby-Doo episode. Oh, that's another one. Scooby-Doo is really good. Or when like the monsters come out for real life. Yeah, Scooby-Doo is great. There's one where all of the monsters like that they're like the fake monsters that Dean loves, like all the horror films, like those are real. Where Sam just comes back from a run and then Dean just like, Sam, I know it keeps you healthy, but God, at what cost? It's being a troll. Bean Tech Finance says, hey Randy, I found a Pocket Monster card that I've had since I was little. Doduo. Do you think it's worth much? Japanese Doduo. I'm honestly, even a PSA 10 is probably not worth a lot. So probably not. Lord of the Realms says, too many good episodes to have a favorite. Love that show. I even got the tattoo as well. Oh, you got the tattoo, did you? Oh god, sorry, there's a little too much skin. But I got the anti-demon possession tattoo as well. You can't see it right now, but ooh, that hurt. But yeah, I got that tattoo as well. I am a fan. Oh, Aldous Havley says, are cutting cardboard to ship out Growlithe? Use lots of tape. Mega. Yeah, 100%. I do have tape, but I don't think it's enough to be able to. I'll. Here's one. You guys will see it. Okay, there we go. You gotta make sure that it's covered. And it goes over one, and it taped. All right, so now the top is taped, right? And then you go, and then you go. You're gonna take the other, and you gotta tape all the sides to make sure that it stays in there real good. I don't know why I said that like Pig Madengar, like your daddy screamed real good before he died. Star Fox is honestly, I think that game was rated E for everyone, but there's a couple of things like that. They mentioned your father's death, like you'll be seeing your dad now soon, Fox. Like it's some really messed up stuff. Like your daddy screamed real good before he died. That's a children's game. Like my God, man. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, maybe I do have enough tape for this and the things. We'll see. All right. So this is, and again, this is just the cardboard. This is just to keep that cardboard in place. Now, what we got to do? So, well, maybe I'll. I will. I usually take about an arm's length worth of. You can't see, but you've got an arm's length. I'm going to cut it. I'm cutting. I'm doing it. And now I have an arm's length worth of bubble wrap over here. And I'll wrap it. Crazy Dan 420 says, market open. Yes, the market is open. Lord of the Realms says, part of me will always be emo. I'll be 19 years old screaming out all the emo lyrics. Dude, I would as well. Like, whether MCR, oh my God, MCR is so good. Like, whether it's Black Parade, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up. All right, sorry. I'll just happily again. Thank you for that super chat saying, cutting cardboard to ship that Growlithe. Use lots of tape. Yes, abso-heckin-lutely shipping lots of tape. Using lots of this. So after I tape it up with the cardboard, I go and I take some tape, tape up the middle, and then I'm going to tape up the sides. I'm going to tape up the top and the bottom. Show you how to do that. And so I might not have enough, but we'll see. There's one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and that's how you tape up the top. And I got one more thing for the bottom. I think there might be enough. There could be. There might be. Yes, that dog is out of here. That was a Homeward Bound reference. That came from way, way back in the deep recesses of my mind. Recess is really good too. I gotta watch that movie again. Recess, the movie. I might actually be. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, we're done. And now, what I need to do is I need to go and I need to put it in one of these. I don't know if this will be big enough. This might be not big enough. Oh, it is. I feel like Hacksaw Jim Duggan was like, oh. Oh no, oh no. Okay, maybe I need to also do a little bit better on that. So I'm gonna put a little more tape on that. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then I'll go put the name and addresses on everything afterwards. I got Crystal Stroud says, I have all of the 7-Eleven Monster cards from the 90s. Don't know if anyone remembers those or if they're worth anything. There's probably some people that remember. Let's see. Let's take a look over here. 7-Eleven Monster cards. So it's having Monster. I'm just going to get the energy drink. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, payment was confirmed. He did it. Oh, yeah, good stuff. I don't see them that say Monster. Let's look at images. Oh, okay. These guys? These Monster cards? I don't remember these. But they do look interesting. I can make these NFTs and people would love them. Probably. You know, I'm just maybe. Let's see what else we got. But yeah, I don't know if they'd be worth anything. Maybe they are. Lord of the Realm says, yes, that's awesome. Got it in the same place as the boys do. Yo, yeah, my man. Brandy Babe, how's it going? Does anybody else have, because I know that, oh, you say you got the boys, they have it like right here, right? They have it on their chest. I got it on my back. I forget why. I think it's because I already had something on my chest. Brandy Babe, hi. Realtor Aaron Baker says, these heckin' bots make it impossible to snipe something out of the market. Veve must fix. I think there's just so much competition that it's just hard. There are probably bots out there. I'm going to take it with me while I go and I list my other card. So again, I just sold one. I'm going to sell... I keep doing that with the light. It burns. You know. So... Oh, dear. What the fudge is that? There's a hole down there. I'm not 100% sure what that means, so I'm going to assume that there is a dark little person down there, and I'm going to... I should tape that up, because I don't know. Whew. Yeah, I should definitely tape that up, because that seems like there is a monster down there, and I am going to not have a good time with that. So I'm going to put my suit over there, and I'm going to hope that no monsters come out and get me, because I have some Wolverine claws, and I'm going to get naked, and I'm not going to be afraid to attack somebody while I'm naked and have Wolverine claws. Sink. Could you imagine a naked brown man with Wolverine claws coming at you going, well, that's what the monster's gonna get. Dashy, protect me. So yeah, moving on here. Lord of the Realm says, next Veve Live event, we should make everyone meet up for some emo karaoke. Dude, I would love that. Would love that so much. Aldous Havley says, hit that like button, virtual hugs. Smash that like. Got here. Click to Clean says, did somebody just buy the Bond movie ticket? Did someone? Did someone? Lord of the Realm says, yeah, on their chest left side. Yeah, that was where they got it. Crystal Strauss says, no, they look different. I'll send you a pic. Yeah, send me a pic. Giovanni Day says, I don't know that it's bots in the market. So many people with the latest and greatest tech and internet. It's also true. Brandy Babe says, Milham is a brat. Why is Milham a brat? What did Milham do? I didn't even see. But let me know why Milham's a brat. Giovanni Day says bad monster. Bad monster. That was a bad monster. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take this out of the... How do I... Oh, okay. It's on the bottom. Yeah, take that. And I'm gonna take it out of that. I don't have to take pictures. Oh, but look at that car. Look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. And then just the perfect... Oh, there's just no whitening. There's no marks. There's no edge wear. And look, like, this is a piece of history. This was one of the first cards of Growlithe ever made. And these are just, God, they're so beautiful. I honestly, every time I go and I ship stuff out and I have to take a look, I just have to look at them. Because it's... I don't even know what attack he's doing. Maybe Ember? There's no way this Petal Dance. It's Grass Move. But yeah, these are just... These are some of like the... There's some of like my prized possessions. They're great. Again, the ones that I have left. Which I didn't think anyone would buy that for that price. Like, if you go on eBay and you take a look at that, you have a... Okay, so Growlithe, Rowlithe, Cardass, PSA 10. I think I had the only one on eBay. Another super chat over here. And that super chat is coming from Aldous Havley says, love that Growlithe. Dude, I know, right? Like, this is... God, it's beautiful. Because it's like one of the first ones, if not the first one. I think there was some cards that were in 96. Not the embossed ones. The embossed ones were, I think, a little bit later. But there's some... Like, Charmander used to have spikes on his back. Like, Charmander used to have spikes. It was awesome. But yeah, I love it too. Mark D says, the auto clicker bots just crush the market. As soon as they hit the price on listing, it automatically clicks buy now on the pop-up. Then they just hit confirm price. Oh, okay. Is that how it works? Think of the thousands they make off of every drop doing that. Again, I don't know. You can use bots, but your account will be like disabled and it'll be frozen. So people that are doing that at their own peril. Mardu says, since they're so set on lottery for drops, they should do it for market listings too. Again, I think if you use bots wherever you use them, I think your account's just going to get frozen at some point. Realtor Aaron Baker says, also, the new comic common is more expensive than the uncommon. I don't get why someone would sell an uncommon for less than the common or floor. People are weird. I don't know why they would do that either. But again, that's been happening lately. So I do think the uncommons are a little undervalued just for that reason. So I'm going to go right here. I'll take a couple of pictures. But yeah, so there are no more Growlithe Cardass. Like, that was the only one. That was the one that I had on there was it. That was the only one that was on there. So if I go and I do a filter and I show the sold items, that was the only one that was on there for a while, like for a long while. So I'm going to put this one up for like 24 or 2,500, give or take, and then see what people offer, if they offer that at all. Because again, the last one literally just sold for 1,900. So I'll go for this one. And let's see what we've got. All right. So you take a couple of pictures, as one does. No, I don't need that web page. Oh God, this web page is not making it easy. So here's some of the pictures, and you usually want about 4 or 5. Oh Jesus, that is too light. Y'all can't see that. So I'll get some more, and then I'll list that in a second. But let's see what else we got here. Mark D says, "Wow, that card is sweet." It is, right? Click to Clean says, "Only 2 bond tickets left, so either it was sold or delisted." Dude, that'd be insane if that was bought. Milham says, "LMFAO. She knew I was listening in the other room." You guys are great. I love you guys, dude. You guys are so great. Favorite couple. Mark D says that card is sweet. I know, right? And Aldous Havley, that $5 super chat, saying, "I love that Growlithe." Me too. Milham says, "Those auto clickers wreck the rest of us in the market. No chance to beat them. Mother flappers." Realtor Aaron Baker says, "I have a shiny Charizard Plasma Storm card. Should I hold it long term?" Plasma Storm Charizard. Give me a second on that. Let me take a look. See. Plasma Charizard. If it's in really good condition, keep it in really good condition. Because Plasma Charizard PSA 10 can be worth a lot of money. Like, that could be worth thousands of dollars. If it's a PSA 10, it could be worth thousands. So, yeah, I would say hold that. I would definitely say hold that if it's a, if especially if it's in good condition. But again, you can sell that and then buy some Omi. So to each their own. Resident 420 says the Avengers common and uncommons are the same price on the market. Probably a good idea to buy the uncommon then, in my opinion. Cloudcheck says Veve is bluffing on their bot detection. I guarantee you, they may be able to catch some things, but bots are super advanced nowadays. Look at the shoe market and other areas with scarcity. Well, if you look at the shoe market and other things with scarcity, and then honestly, like, what are they gonna do? Like, if other major corporations can't defeat bots, like, what are they gonna do? I think they're just a part of life. I mean, it affects me too. You guys see that I do every single drop with my phone, so like I'm not. I clearly don't use one. I think, again, because I don't know how. Yeah, I don't. Even if I did know how, I would not use one. Eric's Comics says agreed. The commons are undervalued. Blaze13 says, "Let's go, Randy. Does anyone know when Veve will come out with digital picture frames to display our NFTs? They said previously working on a manufacturing company. That'll probably be mid next year. I don't think that's a main priority for them right now. I think that'll probably be mid to late next year. That would be cool though. That'd be legit." Lord of the Realm says, "When Omi hits $1, I would love to start a collection of graded Pokemon cards. I would love your expertise when the time comes." So there's a couple of ways to go about that. And honestly, there's a fun way, and the fun way is actually, it can be more expensive. It could save you a little bit, but so the fun way is if you go and hey, let's say there's only 3 of these, on eBay right now. Wait for one to go to auction. You'll probably get it cheaper than the stuff that's on there. But at the same time, if you do that for each one, then at some point the market's going to be going up. Go. And let's say you have another one. There's only 2 on eBay, and then the next one comes to market or whatever. You might have to pay a higher price than what that was listed at. I've seen that happen all the time, where people are paying like, "Hey, here's one that's listed for like $30, and this auction's up to like $40. I'm just going to pay for one for $30." And it takes a long time. It's fun. It's very, very fun. Completing those sets one by one is a lot of fun, but it is time consuming, and it does because again, if you're doing that for 2 years, the market will go up a lot. Where you can just purchase some things, like you just buy collections from people. That happens all the time. If you decide to do that, you will pay I don't know, because if you get a collection, like, let's say the whole thing is worth altogether, for a random collection, let's say what you want is worth 100,000, you might be able to get it for 90 or 95. But then it's not, fun. It's not like, you buy it and it's cool and it's great to look at. But honestly, going and getting it piece by piece is a lot more fun. But it is probably a little more expensive in the long run. But yeah, buying things from people like that, if you want to save your time and just like, no, I want this put on my wall, like the original base set, that'll cost you not $1 million, but it'll cost you a lot. What we got here? Giovanni Day says, Veve hasn't bluffed yet. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Blaze13 says, take it easy, guys. Stuck at work. Blaze, as soon as Blaze gets off, is going to be like, all these cards. They're too much. They're too much. All right, so now, now that I have these 4, right? I got these 2. All right, so I'm going to do this one. This one. Okay, so now I have 4 pictures, and in the 4 pictures, I'm going to go and list this on eBay. I don't know what the other one was listed at. It was 1997. Wait, where am I? Where am I? Pocket Monsters, Growlithe, Cardass, PSA Tay, Gem Mint. Okay, so I'm going to copy. I'm going to go, and I'm going to sell, and I'm going to list an item. And I'm going to go and, yep, it is used, I guess, even though it's PSA 10 and not really used. And it's a good mint number. Or it's a good PSA number. I'm going to load some of my pictures here. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what else we got. Lord of the Realms says, good thing I'll have a bunch of money and time when we hit $1. Haha. But yeah, I prefer the fun way. I'm a collector at heart and don't mind a challenge getting what I love. Yeah, I like that too. That's really fun. So when you go and you list something, you definitely have to put in a good title. You have to put in some clear pictures. The game is going to be Pokemon TCG. The grade, frequently selected. What? Yes. So it was graded. The card type is Pokemon. The set. Oh god, do they even have a Cardass set on here? I don't even. I think that's too niche for them to know. Yeah, that's too niche. They don't have Cardass on there. But it was a PSA 10. Card condition. Can't really put in. Rarity. I don't even know what type of rarity this is. It's such a unique card. It's not a... God, I don't even know what rarity that would be. Oh, Blaze13. Listen to Blaze where you say, smash that like button, guys. That'd be great. Manufacturer. This was not Wizards of the Coast. This has to be Nintendo, I guess. It's made in Japan. Yeah, it's Nintendo. So the manufacturer was Nintendo. H-I-J-K-L-M. I don't ever see that. Nick Cage video where all he does is recites the alphabet on the screen. Like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Like he just keeps going, and it's one of the funniest things ever. It is hysterical. All right, so I did all that. I think I did the rest of that. Specialty stage year. Yep. Okay. Pricing. It's not going to be an auction. This is going to be 20. I'll put it at $22.50, and it's going to be or best offer. And I guess I'll take a 15 hundo. Yeah. Moving on right here. We got Aldous Howley says Mega Rare, Nintendo. Lord of the Roses, yeah, Nick Cage is great. So that's it. Delivery, yeah, the shipping will be easy. I'll list it for free, list your item. I really hope I put it at $2,250, not $225. Success. Active. Yes, all right, cool beans. All right, so that's done. This is going to go back into its happy place over here. I might watch Happy Tree Friends. No, I'm just going to actually go on... what I am going to do is I'm going to play some more Brilliant Diamond. I guess I'm just going to find a Snorlax and just have to breed it for Munchlax because apparently it's impossible to get in that game with just going on the trees. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish up the comments here. Did you watch Willy's Wonderland? I did not. I did not watch Willy's Wonderland. Giovanni Day says, hey, have you had time to look at those Bored Apes on Terra? Just curious on your thoughts. So yeah, no, but I tried. So when I went to go to Terra, it said you're now in line. Your queue, and now my queue number is no longer valid. But it takes like 10 minutes to go on there. It's like, the fudge is this? Oh, it's my turn. Estimated wait time is less than a minute. Okay. Yeah, so I tried to go on there, and it won't let me on. So I was like, I am not going to. I'm not going to look at this. Wow, we got a couple of people here. Let's see what we got. So we're just going to ignore that this comic book is a double cover Kang. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I got one. It's cool. Oh, Trevor tweeted. So Trevor says, tell me, what creative project are you working on? What creative project am I working on? I don't know. What creative project are you guys working on? But yeah, I am looking for them, Giovanni Day. I just haven't, they haven't let me on the... Oh, here we go. I guess I'll have to accept their cookies. So here are they're Bored Apes, but they're like robot Bored Apes. And I guess there are common, uncommon, rare, special, legendary, mythical, golden, platinum, and animated. Wow. And there are, so let's say the rares have 150 items, because there's not as many of them. So there's 99. I'm sorry, there's 150 of them. There's Bored Apes, there are 50 of them that start from 300. And then once we go to the platinum, they get to $7,500, but there's one of those items, which is a lot. So these are a lot, but they are one of ones. So those are pretty interesting. We got Cameron Javed says, would you rather have a little bit of land in the city or lots of land outside the city? Which do you think would prove more valuable? If we're talking about New York, like you could have a lot of land like in like maybe like Putnam Valley in upstate New York. That's not crazy upstate, but it is upstate, and like there's no Uber there. Like there's no place to... You really have to sacrifice a lot. Like how are you expected to go drink? Like there's no Uber. Like, are there taxi cabs so that maybe? But that being said, let's say $1 million worth of land in like upstate New York is just massive. You can get to a lot of stuff. There's farmland. There's whatever. You have gun ranges. You do a lot of really cool stuff. $1 million worth of land in New York is nothing. It's literally nothing. Like there are some houses in New York that are 1.5 million, and it's like, what the fudge are you getting for this? It's like this. Honestly, I don't think you can find a place in Manhattan for $1 million. It would have to be several million. You just can't. You'd have to be outside the city. Even then, still very rough. Like on Long Island, some place on Long Island, $1 million, you can't get anything. Like there's nothing for that price. So it's very hard. Most likely I would take I don't know. This is why I just rent, because unless your house is worth really, really, it's cheap, it's really, really not expensive, then you're paying a lot of money and it's not a lot of land. But again, the city has everything. There's places open till like 4 a.m. where you can go get pizza. Oh God, drunken pizza at 4 a.m. is like the best thing in the world. That is that is why other countries hate us because it's so good. And um, granted, is there something that's going to be? Is there a little more of a danger element? Yeah, maybe. That's the risk you take. But there's a lot. There's a lot of dangers upstate that you won't talk. That nobody really talks about. That there's every now and then there'll be crazy weird. Like no one will hear you scream. No one will hear you scream when you're in property upstate New York. It's just not going to happen. Granted, that being said, if something happens in New York City, some like people will hear you scream, and most of them might be like, "Not your business, Chavez. Keep walking." Like, nope, ain't got nothing to do with you, Chavez. Keep walking. It's like that's probably what a lot of people would say. Like, hey, none of your business, Chavez. Keep walking. so you definitely have a lot more people seeing you, but a lot more people just. It's really hard. That's a really good question. I think it depends. Again, upstate New York, the internet, even the best internet, it's not going to be that good. Best internet's going to be down in the city, and that's what I do now for you guys for work yeah. Oh, I forgot to send my accountant my taxes. Oh, not my taxes, my bank statements. I got to do that. But that's a very good question. I'm not 100% sure. Eric's comments is buying a collection is fun if it grows your own. Yeah, that's true. It definitely does. Definitely 100%. Aldous Havley says, I'm jumping on eBay now to see it. It's $225. No, it was not. Giovanni Day says, yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's weird. Aldous Havley, if you want it for like, if you want it cheaper, if you want it for like, what? So the last one sold for $1,900. If you want it for like $1,500, I'll give it to you for like just put in there like the link to the eBay is down below. So the active one, just go to 1997 Pocket Monsters Growlithe. $22.50. Again, last one sold for $1,900. If you want it for $1,500, I'll sell that to you for $1,500. If you click that. Giovanni Day says, yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's weird. Lord of the Realms says, please check out Willy's Wonderland. You love it. Okay, all right. Giovanni Day says, I think it's like that because of the Coin Market Cap NFT that dropped today. That's why. Okay. And Louise says, Randy, did you play Mike Tyson Punch-Out back in the day? I wish Nintendo would make a new one for the Switch. Yes, and I beat that game a couple of times. Not when I was younger, when I was older. Well, when I was younger still, but when I was like a teenager, not when I was like young. And then I was like, oh, I'm actually pretty good at this game. I can beat it. Maybe not the best in the world, but I thought I was really good. And then what happened? I found out that people can play that blindfolded. Yes, you heard me correctly. People can play that game blindfolded. And they could win. And they can go and they can get that game and not get hit. It's just absolutely bananas what people can do. There's this one guy, I think his name is Summoning Salt. He's one of like the greatest YouTubers. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, Summoning Salt. And he just does really awesome documentary style stuff. So here's an hour documentary on the quest to beat Matt Turk, who's one of the greatest Punch-Out guys. And they're doing it blindfolded. It's insane. Aldous Havley says, $225 sold. Much love, but buying Omi and the super chat. Thanks for the offer. Of course, 100%. No problems at all. And honestly, why I was giving it away for like $450 less than the last one is because I could buy more Omi, and it didn't really matter at that point. It would have been like, fudge, man. I'd give it away for $1,200 so I could buy more Omi because. What happens if I give it away for, let's say, even $1,000? The next one I give away for $1,000, even if it's worth $2,000 or $2,200. Okay, I take $1,000. I don't even say hit, not even $1,000 hit, because I bought that for like a couple $100. so like 4x in like a couple of years. So, well, what do? Even if I sell it for half of what it's worth, well, when it owe me 10x's next year in the next couple months, it doesn't matter. I would rather, let's say instead of waiting 2 months to get the 2250, the next price, I would just sell it and get OMI right now, and then just have a lot more. So yeah, good time. Yeah. So I'll just have you are 100% correct when you are choosing not to buy that, even for $1,000, and instead buying more OMI. And that's super chat. I agree. So yeah, MLB. I was good at Mike Tyson, but there's some people that literally just play it blindfolded and just put everyone else to shame. Cameron Javits says, "Would you rather have a little bit of land in the city or lots of land outside the city?" Which one I think would prove more valuable? To me, it would probably be in the city, because I could just rent that out for a lot of money each month and then rent something cheaper. Upstate, like with that farmland, you're gonna have to hire people to work that farmland. That farmland, you're gonna have to work. I don't think I did my 2.5-hour Patreon member shout out, so I'm gonna do that real quick. What was it? Without you, it's hard to survive. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want us to last. Need you by my side. And every time we kiss, I feel the static. And every time we touch, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat slow? I can't let you go. I want you in my life. Okay, moving on. Brownie says I'm like 2 hours behind. Well, watch it like 2 times speed, or 3 times speed, or 4 times speed. I'm 9 minutes behind on comments, so don't worry. Don't worry your little head. Oh, my love, please don't cry. I wash my bloody hands and we'll start a new life. Giovanni Day says, it's Bored Apes collaborating with VFlect on the Polygon network. Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. I think that in a war, like World War III or zombie apocalypse, the land outside of New York City is more valuable. Easily. Eric's Comics says, land is taxed up the wazoo in New York City. That is also very true. That's why I'm moving. Cameron Devitt says, speaking Viviverse, though. Oh! Oh, well, speaking of Viviverse, really depends. Viviverse, I think, will be able to get ad revenue if we have a lot. Let's say we have 100,000 people going on our. Again, I get for let's say like an 8-minute video, 9-minute video. If I get 1,000 views on that, and let's say people only watch for like 4 or 5 minutes, I'm getting about $5. So figure $5 for 4 minutes, 5 minutes, give or take on that video. They at least watch one ad. They watch that first ad for 1,000 views. If you have 100,000 people on there that are coming on your land because they're passing your land in between, like VV City and Marvel Land or Star Wars Land, whatever, that's like $500 a day. So I would much rather do that and just collect that income. Now, if you're a worker and you're dedicated and you say, no, I want a lot of land away from the city and I want to do my own thing. I want to go and I want to make a racetrack. I want to go and make a petting zoo. I want to go and make, whatever it is. And I think you could have land in the middle of nowhere that nobody really ever goes to. Like, remember that episode of Hey Arnold, where Arnold tries to help Harold get out of a tree, and then one of the branch below them breaks, and then it's like, no one ever goes this far into the park. We're gonna starve. If you're in one of those lands, I think a lot of people will come, and I've said this in Earth 2 as well, a lot of people will come to your land if you provide a reason for them to. If there's a treasure hunt, if there's buried treasure, if mini games, whatever there is. So it really, for me, I would rather it in the city because it's easy. But for some people, they would just that really, really want to work hard. They could probably make a lot more on there. Setting up shops. Like, again, if there's no more land because there's a finite amount, and then people go and they say, oh, okay, well, I want to sell some skins. I have some really cool things to make, but there's no land available, be like, oh, hey, I have a lot of land, rent out one of my parcels for cheap. I really think that Dan Chaubel is really, really big on renting collectibles. I think that renting land is something that is um, that nobody's really talking about yet. Because again, we're not going to have it for a while. What we got here? MLB says that's why everyone is moving to Florida. Yes, they are, like me. Cameron Javits says, true though, I'm in New York. Same. Giovanni Day says, I love Wawa when I'm drunk. Oh, Wawa's so good. Oh my god, that's so good. It like, dude, grilled chicken and like grilled vegetables with like some avocado on a toasted. Oh god, buttered. Dude, Wawa makes the best buttered bagels. They are so good. God, they're so amazing. What state do you live in, Randy? I'm in New York. I am in New York. Lord of the Realms says 4 a.m. drunken pizza is a godsend. Dude, people don't know, man. People don't know. Like, especially in New York. There's like, oh God, it's amazing. It is like New York is. I honestly I do hate to leave because of things like that. But at the same time, it's like it's so cold and they're so draconian here. Like it's not good. It's not good. Kyle R says, I didn't watch any of the interviews today. Any major news or hints at anything? Well, now that we're about 2.5 hours in, yeah, I guess I'll go over it again. They heavily hinted at Christmas NFTs. I'm thinking the Grinch. Could be Festivus. Anime related, something anime related, like maybe a Miyazaki type of thing. So we don't know, but it's something Christmas related. I'm hoping Festivus, like Seinfeld, but it could be the Grinch, could be Dr. Seuss, who knows? And Aldous Havley with that super chat saying, much love, but he's buying Omi and the super chat, so thanks for the offer. No problem, Aldous. This is 225 who would take it. Crazy Dan 420 says, just picked up 5 Avenger 4-digit uncommons for cheap to add to the ultra rare and the common I got in the drop. Dude, get that bread. Crazy Dan also says that thanks for the advice, Randy. There are 21,000 commons and only 5,000 uncommons. Unagi. Mark D says, video game speedrun videos are insane. I used to get sucked in for hours and hours when I used to blaze the electric lettuce. One of the most insane ones that I saw was not even this. It was, all right, so Summoning Salt, Mario Kart, but it was a specific one. It was Cocoa Mountain, Mario Kart's most infamous track.
Keep in mind, this was a tool-assisted speedrun, so it wasn't a world record, but rather a proof per second. This meant that the PAL version only ran at 5 seconds.
So be advised, with this.
So not only would the game be played in slightly slower motion.
Okay, wait.
But all time
you have to get
17% slower too.
Towards the end.
The Mario Kart 64 community crit.
And what you have to do is, as soon as you can do a lap in 6 seconds. Like, you can do 1 lap in 6 seconds. And what happens is you have to go and you have to, it has to be on the time trials. You have to, like, angle yourself so that you jump up the wall. And
how the game handles checkpoints around the track.
Yeah, I'll show you here.
You know from the old tunnel jump that if you get stuck at the top of the hill, the game thinks you're in the tunnel and Lakitu will drop you there. For the weather tanko, you need to hit a very precise place on the wall so your character will clip into the wall ever so slightly. This too makes the game think that you're at the tunnel. Then, once you drop back down, as long as you're behind the finish line, the game will think you're at the end of the lap, so all you need to do is cross it. A 6-second lap was miles ahead of what anyone dreamed could ever be possible.
So when they do that, there's this one guy that did it with Toad, and he kept doing it, and people kept telling him to do it with the sound on. Every time Toad tumbles, he goes, ah. So he was doing that for like days and days at a time. Pretty sure the dude went insane because that's all he was hearing. He was just hearing Toad go, ah. So that also led me down a rabbit hole to where it's Toad sings Chandelier. I hope I don't get demonetized for this. So that was like, especially when you're listening to that on Lucy, that is one of the funniest things in the world. Honestly, guys, if you want to party with me and you just want to listen to Toad go like that's I get like the most amazing entertainment out of that. Yeah. Aldous Howley says, "Love and hugs to all. Hold that Omi. Sleepy time. ZZ. Good night, Aldous. Good night." Eric Comic says, "At Cameron Javit, LOL. We'll take it wherever we can get it." Mm-hmm. Mag says, "Ha ha ha. Just got to your Dota. Awesome. Yes, yes. Oh, there you go, Mags. Very, very glad that you enjoyed that. I'm glad I could do it for you." Realtor Aaron Baker says, "Do you think one day we'll be able to sell Veve NFTs in pairs? Let's say I have 2 consecutive mint numbers that I want to sell together, or I have, let's say, a blue and a red ghost bear." Yes, 100%. They have confirmed a couple times before that you're going to be able to do not just single or pairs, you're going to be able to do whole sets, sometimes even multiple sets. That would be really cool. But they said they will do that at some point, and I'm very excited for that. Again, similar to the way that they have in where you build roads and you have wood, Settlers Catan, where they say, "Oh, hey, I'm going to trade 2 brick and a wood, for like 2 sheep," something like that. They will have that as well. Same mint. Yep, I feel it. Carl R says, "No updates on Immutable X." We're going to be asking. We're going to be asking on Thursday. That's when the AMA is. So yes, we will ask then. Crystal Stroud says, "Festivus for the rest of us. You have read my heckin' mind." Lord of the Realm says, "If they announce Studio Ghibli, one day I will cry." I think one day that is possible. Black Magic is laughing. LMAO. Manuel Hurtado says, "That's the stuff of nightmares." Dude, that stuff is hilarious. I was listening to that one day, and I happened to be on, and I was crying. That was so freaking funny. That was insane. X Black Magic says, "Reminds me of the Taylor Swift goat parody." So that's the one where, for those of you that don't know, she's like, where she's on the floor. I keep thinking on the floor. It's, I don't know why, but they did that also with. I have to listen to it now. Well, I can't because that's definitely gonna get me demonetized. But instead of saying on the floor, there's a goat going like the goat's just screaming because Billy Goats just scream. Marty's, "Oh my god, dude, that's so hilarious." Podfish says, "Dear Randy, what do you think of the Givenchy Pride?" I think that if that gets on OpenSea, the gays will eat that up, and they will just be like, that's going to be like their banner, their anthems. Be like, I need it, because that's one of the first that what's his name did. Art Hurion, the guy that did it. Let me see if I can find it on Insta. I think it's Art. Yeah, Art Patron. He's the one that did it, and you could even see activist Amar Singh and artist Rewind Collective ink a $50 million 6-year NFT deal with digital platform Veve to sell works celebrating women and LGBT+. This was back in August 16th. So, yeah, he. I think those are pretty undervalued. They're the first. There's going to be a lot more, and that's just the first. So I think that will be. Jeremy Potter is asking, $1 million cash, not taxed, or 20 points in IQ. That's a really good one. That's really, really hard. I mean, at this point, I've already made a lot of the money that I had, and I don't want to, like, maybe if I grow 20 points in IQ, maybe that changes me, and maybe suddenly I don't like Pokemon anymore because it's a waste of time, and suddenly I don't. I think I'm a good balance of what I am right now, and 20 points in IQ, that's a good one. And 20 points on IQ would probably change me. And I'm not so sure it'd be for the better. 1 million cash. I can buy more Omi. And change the world. 20 IQ points may or may not change the world, but it will probably change me, and the new me might not be so helpful. So yeah, moving on here. Potfish says, love them gays. X-White Magic says, it was with, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Ah! Now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. Oh! Ah! Trouble, trouble. Thank you, Black Magic. Thank you. X-White Magic says, she definitely demonetized you, though. Aldous Havley says, Black Magic. Ha 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 ha. Nailed it. X-White Magic gives us the thing. I'm going to do one more Patreon member shout out, and then I am going to bounce, because it's been about 3 hours. You're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset, she's going off about something that you said, but she'll never get your humor like I do. I'm in the room, it's a typical Tuesday night, she's listening to the kind of music she doesn't like, but she'll never know your story like I do. She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts, she's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers. I do love Taylor. Regardless of what she may or may do to other artists, Alice says, see you at Veve Karaoke. See you there. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. And everyone check out Star Helix and Kyle Willson on YouTube, and at Not Star Helix, at Hey David Don, and at EQ_crypto. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all, and I will catch you all later. All right? Bye-bye, guys. Meow, meow, meow. Thank you all for the super chats. That means a lot.